All right. That's going to begin. Anyone watching yet? Oh, there's Milk Cow in the chat. Hey, how's it going, man? Tiger. Yeah, Tiger. Tiger gang. Tiger gang. Better than that killer whale. Now, Jeremy's cool. Honestly, like, talk with Jeremy and Dalmatian was pretty cool. I like that. Jeremy kind of seems like the sort of guy that I could go play like cards with, maybe even dominoes, and get drunk with. Okay, I know some people say he's kind of weird, but the chicks say that, so not a problem not a problem for me. You know, in fact, if anything, makes him seem even better. So, hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? You got like a thing next to your name. Does everyone see that? I think it means he's like number one. I was like number one. How's it going, Mr. Stinky Brew? You're like number two. How's it going? So, like, you know, I wanted to do like an open call stream, but there's some things that I would like to talk about as well. You know? I was thinking about doing like an open call thing and see if like, you know, if maybe, you know, see what happens. But at the same time, there's, okay. So I'll do open callers based on the topic. Okay, pertaining to the topic. The first thing I want to talk about is Dalmatian Dog and Ava the G. I am under the impression that Ava the G is slumming it. No, is hitching a ride on the short bus with Dalmatian Dog. Like, I'm gonna show you something, okay? And from that interaction, I'm thinking, because here's the premise here. Dalmatian Dog, which you all understand, is the one of the long running Sims for Grace. Okay. We had recently revisited the Dalmatian Dog time where he was at the RV with the Thorps. And he had recently talked about that experience on the stream. A kind of a weird revisioning of it, you know, on that topic, but not really what I want to get into. Dalmatian Dog makes it seem as if like Ben and Grace weren't good hosts for him, which we've all seen that stream. And if anything, Ben and Grace were great hosts. They're like, welcome to our RV. Welcome. Grace was even offering gin. Ben even offered a beer. They even offered food. Yes, it was ramen and Spam. But, hey, when you're in Rome, you're going to eat what they eat. When you're in the Thorp RV and it's dinner time, you're going to eat some ramen. And I like Dalmatian Dog. There's some winning qualities to him. But the one thing I do not like about him is that he seems to have this thing like he's better than everyone else. You know, like he's better, like he's too good. Like he's too good to eat ramen because that's for poors. He's too good to drink water out of a questionable plastic container because, you know, that's what poors do, you know? As someone who grew up in a trailer, you know, as someone who grew up drinking, we reused jars, you know, like the hot sauce jars or whatever. We reused them for cups, okay? I mean, why spend money on expensive glasses when the jars are much more durable? They're not going to break on you, okay? You could drop them; they're fine. All right, you spend money on that cheaply made bull crap, those nice glasses, those things are going to break on you, okay? You want something that's going to last. But that's not really what I want to get into here, but it was like, okay, all right. You know, that's the thing I don't really care for. But what I really want to get into here is I think Ava the G is, in my opinion, messing with Dalmatian Dog. And she knows what she's doing. She'll probably disagree. I think from being first? I think so, huh? I think it means you're a top fan. Thank you. Thank you. So it's ranking you guys. Look at that. So I'll be in the VC, and if you guys want to hop in too, that's fine too. During this whole thing. But there's stuff we want to look into. Looking stinky today. That's good. I mean, hey, maybe I have the Thorpe style of hygiene. I'm going to try to go 2 weeks without a shower. I want that Thorpe experience. Thank you, Milk Cow. Thank you. You're very nice. All right, let's go and put this on the screen here. Oh, not this. We're going to get into that. But it's this bit right here. Come on, play. All right. I got to say, I think this computer is going to need some more memory or something. Lately, I've been getting some weird memory errors, especially with Chrome.
Shake it, baby.
Hey, thanks for the 2 pounds.
Who's number one? Now, lol.
Who's number one now? Of course, Mr. Stinky Brew. I don't have anything to shoot except for this heroin over here. I can't do that on stream. I want the Ruby experience too.
Oh.
Who's in here? Is it Stinky Brew? Oh, Dingo.
No. Tropic. Yeah, Dingo.
Tropic Thunder, right? Tropic Heat or whatever. What was your old name?
Tropical Heat.
Tropical Heat. That's right. That's right, trouble. Hey, so actually, like, let me put you here. So you were like one of the original Grace Sims, is that right?
I was the original one, the first one, absolutely.
Yeah. So
And like when listing Grace Simps, Grace doesn't even like list me as one of them because like I was legit. She really wanted this dick.
I know she did. She absolutely did, and she doesn't even talk about you anymore. How do you feel about that?
I mean, not really anything. I had to move on a while back. I was just in a relationship for like the last 2 years, so I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. Are you still lifting weights and stuff?
I'm getting back into that just recently.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get back into that, and I don't have like the same passion that like I used to have for it because like I got to the point where I was just always stronger than like everyone I was talking to, and like I just stopped caring about it because of that.
Okay. Okay. Now, recently I heard from Dalmatian Dog that he doesn't even consider you to be a simp.
I mean, yeah, that would probably be accurate for like the reasons I just said, and probably a few others. What did D Dog say though?
Well, see, here's the thing. If someone's going to tell the history, it's better for them to be accurate, even if it hurts people's feelings, right? As accurate as
Yeah.
possible, okay? So like, if I were to tell the story, my version of the history is that, you were gunning for Grace, like you had a thing for her. In fact, you were even, from what I understand, going to try to fly her out to Florida, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I think it's very rude of Dalmatian Dog to pretend like that never happened.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, Dalmatian Dog, he thought that Grace was like secretly having sex with Jeremy and Lalo, so like it's hard to like get like a gauge on what he's really thinking. I don't know if he's saying like I was never a simp as like a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh, I think he meant as in like you were never even like trying to be like he thinks you were trolling from the get go, from what I understand.
I mean, I used humor a lot, but I definitely wanted like I mostly wanted Grace to like be safe and get away from Ben, and
Yeah.
like getting her to be with me was always like the secondary goal. I really just cared about like Grace.
See, you're a very caring guy, from what I'm understanding. Very caring. Or am I putting too much
Yeah.
into that?
I mean, I'm caring for people who deserve it and not always
Yeah.
caring, but I can generally agree with that.
Okay. So you wanted to. Would it be safe to say you were like a Grace White Knight? Is that it, or you were trying to
Yes,
save her?
absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, you're trying to save her from Ben.
Yeah, I genuinely cared about
Okay.
Grace.
So like,
And like I didn't want her being forced to clean Ben's toilet. I thought that was really gross, and
right?
all the other things as well.
That's
Obviously.
horrible. Like, if I asked my
Yeah.
daughter to clean my toilet, she would say no, Dad. And she's 8.
Uh,
She has enough sense to say no.
It's so fucked up.
I know, right? So, how would you rate Ben on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, as a father?
Um, I mean, obviously it's just got to be a really low score.
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, it would have to be a 1, obviously.
A 1. Okay. Okay. And would you? And what makes that a 1? Like, you've seen things, we've all seen things, but I want to hear your perspective.
The main thing is that he's super clingy and doesn't really let her talk to other people without him monitoring the communications and the conversation.
Absolutely.
That I mean, like he also forces her to sleep in his bed every night.
Would you say force?
That
Would you say
I
force?
think.
You say force to sleep.
Yeah, I would say it's forced, and it always comes at the threat of like getting kicked in the back again or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So you don't think Grace like willingly just volunteers to sleep with her dad?
No, I don't believe that. I think people like just dislike Grace enough to say that, like, because it's gross.
Yeah. Okay. So you see,
Oh, no woman wants to sleep with Ben, so Grace isn't any different. She's just like every other woman. She's just as grossed out by it.
yeah, even Courtney didn't want to sleep with Ben.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you saw Ben, you saw what Ben was like, and you were like in Chinatown. Like we are like the original guys, and I feel like I'm sidelined too, right? You know, I'm the character who's like no one ever talks about anymore. And so we were like the original guys, right? You saw Ben from the beginning. You saw how evil he was. Do you think Ben and Grace are actually engaging in incestuous relations?
I mean, that's Grace used the word incestuous herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she's on camera touching her butt.
Yeah.
They bought sex toys together. They sleep together every night, apparently naked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think that Ben is actually able to get erect and achieve intercourse, but like he probably does know a lot of things. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that right there, a dad and daughter buying sex toys together, huge red flag. The only flag you need there. It'd be like, what's going on with that situation, right? Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Disturbing.
Yeah. They sleep together in an RV. I don't know if you caught it when Grace was introducing herself to Ice Poseidon. She just said that, and he immediately was like, "Oh yeah, man, they're banging." Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ben would like people to think that because then it would mean that he's actually capable of getting an erection. But I think he probably just struggles to get erect every night while leaking shit all over the bed.
Literally feces. Okay, so and that's why you wanted to save Grace, right?
Yeah, like she was such a sweet, like you guys didn't see her how I saw her, like when she was just like off stream. She was just such a sweet person.
So she
like,
was
she
different.
Did not deserve to breathe like that.
So she is different off stream.
Yeah.
Do you think she still has that in her now?
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen the recent streams?
I've seen a little bit of them. I don't watch them regularly, like especially ever since they moved over to Kick. Like it's just too much effort to go to Kick.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I saw one stream recently that I think Ava like covered it, or no, RD. I think he covered a stream, and like that's the only way I watch Thorp streams, by people and analyzing it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I still do what I do, because people, to keep up with the Thorps is like you got to find a way to watch it,
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you were one of the original simps in the beginning, and you try to save her. But now, how serious were you? Like, were you going to buy the plane ticket and everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
And was Grace considering that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
she has been for separation. Like when I first invited her out, like it caused like a huge argument between Ben and Grace because like she asked him like if she could get some separation, not specifically to go with me, but like if she could get away from him, and that like caused Ben to like get really sad and make Grace feel guilty.
Yeah. So Ben interfered with that, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben thinks Grace is his wife, and that if she ever is with a real man, that's having an affair. Like before Ben kicked Grace in the back, he was yelling at her to go to Miami and have an affair. Which it sounds like Grace wanted to come down to Miami and get fucking pounded by a real man, and that was what was making Ben angry.
Wait, so that's the context of the kick? Because to this day, to this moment, actually, Tropical Dingo, I had really no idea what the context of what the kick is, other than that Ben was frustrated with Grace and kept on being like, "Oh, now you're crying. Now you're playing the victim. Now you're crying for like a baby, poor little baby," and he kicks her, right? So you're saying there's something. Does everyone know about this? Am I like the first one to learn about this?
A lot of people know about it already, but like nobody's really on my side for getting Grace. So like nobody really, like not everybody really cares, but like a lot of people already like know about this already.
Yeah. So before the kick, you think that what led to the argument was that Grace was considering going to Florida. Was that with you or someone else?
It's hard to say. I just remember the exact words Ben used were "go to Miami and have an affair."
Okay. Okay, so that's
I
what that
thought
was
it was
about.
me because
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was me because well, obviously,
Yeah. I mean, you were
or at
seriously
least
gonna
me.
fly her out.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, there's also
yeah,
Fresh and Fit. I think they're down in Florida too, right?
yeah. That was another like option that it could have been, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get plowed by those guys. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I have any other questions for you. So, what changed? What caused you to go from simp to not a simp?
Um, I mean, I still want Grace to like, do well in life and, get away from Ben. So in some ways I still am a simp, but I just got a relationship. Like I just got into a relationship for the last 2 years, so that's what changed.
Hey, a 2-year relationship. That seems
Yeah.
like it's serious.
It was pretty serious. It's over now though,
Oh,
but it was painful. I don't want to talk too much about that.
that's okay. You don't have to get into that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear. Relationships can be like that. Okay. Sorry
Yeah.
to hear. They come and go. You'll find another. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe. Well, I was gonna say maybe you have another chance with Grace, but it seems like very hard to get through to her because Ben's right there watching everything.
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he still monitors all of her like text messages and shit like that.
Yeah. So what do you think about those that think Ben is actually a good guy?
Um, oh my God, people who actually I think most people who say that are just like saying it to be ironic. Who actually thinks that?
Well, I can think of one person. I can think of one person who thinks that
You talk
Ben is like his hero. Still, I think to this day.
Dalmatian Dog?
Yeah, yeah. That guy. I can think of one person. Yeah,
Yeah. It's hard to understand what he's trying to say with that. He sounds like he's being sarcastic, but
yeah.
like,
I don't know either, and it's hard. It's hard to read. Um.
yeah.
Okay. Do you know anything about Ava the G?
Yeah. Like that she met like Grace met up with Ava like right after she ran away from Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I was on a stream with Ava like just like not long ago.
Yeah. And no hard feelings towards Ava. I don't have like Ava. But what I'm thinking here, because Ava wants to or is in communication with Dalmatian Dog, right? And there's this whole thing about trying to get Dalmatian Dog to come to their little trip. And
Yeah,
I saw this interaction, and I'm thinking, okay, it sounds like I'm not sure about Ruby and Ava, or really just Ava, are just trying to toy with Dalmatian and just trying to like mess with him just for content. Is that correct?
that could be the case. I mean, it could be very well that they're just messing with him. It could be sincere.
I mean, that's what I see. They will never admit it. I don't think they'll ever admit it. But when I see Ava interact with Dalmatian, I'm seeing a woman who kind of knows what she's doing there. It's like, okay, you're kind of slumming it. You're riding the short bus, okay, to get with Dalmatian. Because I think Dalmatian's a little autistic. Just a little. Okay.
Yeah, he has some type of like paranoid schizophrenia. He believes that he's being gang stalked.
So that's why he wore the sunglasses and the hat.
Yeah, probably. He also got charged with he got convicted of cyber stalking a woman as well.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Do we know the story behind that?
I think honestly, I really don't know. Like, I'm not sure how cyber stalking is even illegal or how you get convicted for that. Like, it's a really big.
Maybe Dalmatian could tell us the story. Maybe
Yeah,
one day.
maybe.
Hey, you know what?
He tried to like hide it himself though, so I don't think he wants to tell that story.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably
by the way,
not.
do you want me to invite? Do you want me to invite Ava to your server?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Let
hey.
me
Yeah, that'd be
get
great.
in here.
That'd be great. I can ask her.
Do, do, do.
That's even better than playing clips.
Um, how the fuck do I make a invite?
You should be able to. Unless
Um,
you don't have permission.
I'm not. Maybe I'm just stupid. I
You
don't
might
know how
not
to
have
make an
permission. Let me give you a different role. Roles. There. Now I think you should be able to as a member.
Okay, I got it. All right,
All right,
I'll
that's
send
good.
her an
That's good there.
invite.
No problem, NDR, no problem. But yeah, man. It's just so in the clip I was gonna play, all it really was Ava the G was upset with Dalmatian Dog for revealing some DMs. But I don't
Yeah.
I think she knew they were gonna be leaked anyway. I think she kind of knew they were, and you know, she was kind of acting like she was like offended that they were leaked, kind of like she was hurt, like betrayed. Because it's like, what do you think was going to happen if you send anything to Dalmatian? He's probably going to reveal it on a stream, right? I mean, his name is Dog. He's a dog. Like, how would you? Why would you trust that? You know?
Dirty dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. But
Yeah,
like a dirty dog, you know, they do something wrong, and but you know, they give you the puppy eyes, and you know, you pet them and you move on, you know. And
Yeah.
so I kind of think she was just kind of toying with them. That's what I think there. But of course, I mean,
Yeah.
and that could be very well true, and you could even tell Dalmatian Dog that, and he would never believe that. You know, he would just never believe it. Which, I mean, he kind of flip flops on Grace being a good person or a bad person. You know, one stream you'll hear him say Grace is evil, she's a demon, she's not even human, she's anti-human, and then sometimes he'll say, "Oh, but Grace still has a kind heart." But it's like,
Yeah.
okay, which one is it, man?
Yeah, he's just kind of crazy, and like Ben tells Grace to like insult him and stuff to like piss him off. So he takes it seriously. He doesn't like know that like Ben is telling her to like say stupid shit to him.
Yeah. Someone in my chat said Dalmatian Dog is Cerberus for protecting Hades. That's great. I like that. Dalmatian Dog is the Thorp Cerberus. I like that. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
You know. Man. So, yes. I was gonna play this clip. I mean, that's what I was gonna do. I saw like, I guess Grace Thorpe rage quit, child support. I'm my mom's bitch. I've not seen this. I guess it's part of the recent stream. Looks like it. I could share it with you. That way you could see it at the same time. If you want to, oh, XP's in the chat. XP, how's it going?
Oh, hey, what's going on, Dead Man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right, man.
Good. Yo, I just I was gonna text this in your chat, but like I found out one of the people you gave temporary mod privileges to must have like banned me or something because like my chats aren't showing up.
Oh
but
no,
I
you shouldn't
want,
be banned. You should not be banned.
well, somebody's got my comments hidden or something because I'm not getting a "you're timed out" message. But like I've asked multiple people if they can see my chats, and like nobody can see my chat showing up in your chat. So somebody must have clicked me by
Okay.
mistake or something.
Well, I'll check
but
the back end of things, but yeah, you should not be banned or anything.
Yeah, no worries about that. I mean, unhide me whenever you get a chance. But I just wanted to come up and ask because, like, honestly, this is really good interview conducted with NoFab Gamer Zaza right now, and I just like a lot of times when he comes on Ava's or Ruby's stream, it gets a little out of control, and you got a really good interview going. So I was hoping that you could get him to expound upon some of his theories about the poop worms, because I've heard him talk about this a few times, and I'm honestly, he thinks I'm trolling him, but I'm honestly very curious to hear him talk more specifically about all this poop worm stuff and
About
how it controls his brain. So if you could like
uh,
ask
about
him
the
some questions
what?
like that, I think I would appreciate it. The poop worms. Ben's brain. Ben is not responsible for any of his actions. He's controlled by poop worms, apparently. I don't understand how this works. They're like parasites that have like telekinesis or like telepathy and make Ben do bad things. But like Ben is innocent. It's all the poop worms. Ask Dingo. He'll tell you about it.
What?
Uh,
I've never heard this theory
I'm not
before.
sure what this guy is saying. Ben is definitely responsible for his actions, regardless of any parasites he might have.
Well, didn't you say the parasites control his brain and make him do things? Or am I
I
misunderstanding
mean, it's
that?
pretty well known that parasites can control their host behavior. And here's what I think is going on with Ben. Like, I think that the worms, like in his colon, are like squiggling against his colon, and that makes it itch. So Ben has to take a dildo and like shove it up inside of his asshole to like make himself gape, so that the worm eggs can just like fall out easily.
For the people in the audience that aren't scientific, can you define what the technical term gape means? What is it to gape?
Look, man, this is like we're trying to talk about
Well,
like other stuff.
Actually, Dingo, I can help you out there. Someone who watched a lot of porn, I can tell you what gape is. Okay, you don't want to search it. Okay, it's pretty bad. The butthole's wide open. The butthole's wide open. Okay, like some of these chicks, where they take too much dick in the ass, it actually destroys the ass. Okay.
So how does this control Ben's brain? How does this make him do things?
After Ben bought the dildos, he was like leaking shit way more than normal. So it seems like there's a link going on there. There's some type of correlation there.
Well, yeah. If you use the
Okay,
dildos
okay.
on the ass a lot, you're gonna destroy your sphincter, and you're gonna start linking like a lot of those porn chicks, like they leak shit too. They have to wear like diapers and stuff. Okay, like if you
Yeah,
ever watch hardcore anal porn, those chicks have to wear diapers.
Yeah, Ben needs diapers for sure.
And one
Okay,
other
so
thing I
how
could
does
add
this-
here to XP,
Right.
maybe I could be so because I think when you say the worms are controlling the brain, Dingo or NoFap Gamer, is it kind of like how let's say if I drink a lot of alcohol, right, and my inhibitions are totally gone or whatever, I could do something wild. Am I just blaming it on the alcohol, or do I have kind of somewhat control of my behavior? It's kind of both, right?
I do believe that like it goes through the dopamine receptors. I think that like that's the way it controls the brain, through dopamine. I think that's like the main method of control.
The worms go through the dopamine.
Yeah, somehow they're able to like fuck with your dopamine receptors and do that to influence your behavior. I'm not sure exactly how, but it's just been studied and observed.
Do you have any like evidence of these worms?
Papers? He showed a
Yes.
scientific paper in chat once. I didn't get a
Yeah,
chance to
yeah,
read it.
yeah. I sent XP some like actual scientific papers on it.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
not what I meant, but I mean scientific. No, I meant evidence that Ben has these worms.
Well, if I
Well, the
remember
leak, I think,
correctly,
speaks volumes.
if I remember correctly, Ben's father, his own father, wrote him a letter telling him to get dewormed because he thought it was worms that's causing all his like diarrhea and like pants shitting problems.
His own father.
Yes, his own father had told him to get dewormed.
Is there a theory on how he got the worms in the first place? Like, was he fishing and like did something wrong trying to get bait, or how'd that happen?
He was probably rimming a dude. Like he used to sleep in bed with his dad every night, so he could have contracted it somehow that way.
He
Wait.
licked his dad's butt in bed. Got the worms.
wait. Shut up. I know he was sleeping with his dad. And I heard the story about him humping his dad's leg to completion. But you're telling me he licked his dad's butthole?
His face would have been right near there. I just think that's a possible, like, way it could have happened.
That's... Okay.
But doesn't that mean he had the worms since he was a little kid? The leakage only started recently? Because, like, Maybe he got the worms from licking Grace's butthole. She looks like she eats a lot of shitty food. She could have worms.
Yeah, Grace looks like she has worms.
Oh, that's definitely possible for sure. Like she steps barefoot through Ben's feces constantly. So if Ben has worms, then Grace has worms.
Wait,
Well, let me ask you this, because this is you were just posting in Ava's Discord about how you were thinking about getting yourself dewormed because you used to eat a lot of ass. Like, have you ever talked with your doctors about the possible effects the worms have on your brain?
No, if you want to get dewormed, you just go to a drugstore and buy deworming tablets. They're like $5, $10. It's a normal thing. Like I think
Yeah, I
like
don't know anything
20
about that.
I think like 20% of the population like has some type of like intestinal parasite. It's pretty common.
so you could take
No,
like
I've heard about
ivermectin. Ivermectin would work.
Isn't that horses?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, yeah, during COVID, like, deworming, it became like a meme because of like the horse deworming thing.
Yeah.
But like, human deworming is like a regular thing that like a lot of people should be doing.
Can we fact check that? I've heard of dog deworming. I've never heard of human deworming. Can anyone chat Google that? What the percentage of humans?
I don't want to. I don't want to Google
you
that.
you
I don't want to Google
that. Go ahead and Google that, XP.
I know.
Like,
I don't want to Google that. I'm asking
you
chat.
might be.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
need
that's
that search it.
a Stinky Brew. Can you be on the case? Can you Google that? A human dewormer.
Yeah, XP, did you really not know that people got worms? Like, seriously?
No. I knew that it was like a possibility. I know that like parasites is a thing. I just didn't know that it was common for human beings to just get themselves dewormed. I didn't realize we had such an epidemic in the country. But you're smarter than me, Dingo. I'm pretty
I
stupid.
am smarter
Well,
than you.
Probably when you don't wipe
That's
your
why I
ass, right? If you don't wipe your ass, you get worms.
It comes from consuming feces, or like I think you can get it through like your skin if you step into feces.
Gross. Oh, you said that Grace steps in Ben's feces.
Yeah, Ben leaks shit everywhere. There's no way that Grace isn't stepping in the poop and absorbing the fucking whatever parasites Ben has.
Wait.
Yeah, I'll unironically agree with Dingo on that because that trailer has to be full of shit. Like,
Wait. No, I'm not contesting that. The RV is full of shit. But wait. So Ben
Ask
lately has been
OPC
wearing
about
these very short pink shorts. Okay. So are you telling me there's a good chance if we pause the stream at the right time, we could see shit leak out of his shorts?
My theory is that those shorts used to be white and they're only salmon colored because of how much he's pooped on. He's probably pooped on them.
Hold on,
too.
XP, a scientist is talking.
Yeah,
Repeat
he
that,
had,
Dingo?
He had a massive brown stain in his pants for like a couple weeks. I think that was during the Florida vacation. Like he just had like a ton of shit just falling out of his ass, obviously.
My theory is that those shorts used to be white, and that the only reason they're not white anymore is because of all the poop. Like he's probably got blood in his stool. There's the worms. That's my theory.
That's a good theory there. Okay. Oh man. So the shorts turn pink that way, huh? Okay, yeah. Wow.
He probably poops out the front. That's why it's all around.
Wow.
He might even have a colostomy bag that's leaking for all we know. I mean, we've never seen like full body nudes from Ben. If somebody out there wants to troll Ben Thorp into publishing his full body nudes, I'm sure some great memes could get made out of that. But
I'm sure there's a chick who's seen that. I'm sure like Ben will send dick pics to gay dudes.
I've never seen anybody in Ava server. There's a bunch of weirdos that like to post fucking Ben's dick pics, and like I've never seen any. If somebody had a full body like gut pic of Ben, even I feel like they would. No, the one pic I can think of is when he's wearing those tighty whities dancing in the hotel room around the time. I think the LA arc, maybe. I don't know what it was, but they were doing like karaoke, him and Grace, and he's dancing around.
Yeah. Okay.
So no colostomy bag, I guess we would have seen it there.
Yeah. He doesn't have one of those. No. He does actually poop. Like there was that one stream where Ben was struggling to get up because he had to take a crap.
Well, you'd think he would just fucking get the colostomy bag installed for convenience sake. He's so fucking lazy. Like, get on it, Ben. Come on.
Yeah.
Why
Ben had a bedpan at one point. He had a little like those like medical little toilets. He had one of those at one point.
Like,
interesting.
Like how old was he?
This was like a year ago, probably.
A year
It was pretty
ago?
recently. Yeah, it was pretty recently. He showed it on stream his little bedpan.
He
Okay.
showed it.
I don't.
Like,
Yeah, I
he
don't
didn't just
recall
check it,
this.
like he actually was showing it off.
Also, he had the piss bottle.
Yeah. Oh, everybody knows about the piss bottle. This is the first time I've heard about the webcam. I'm surprised he got rid of it. He probably didn't get rid of it. He's probably just embarrassed and he keeps it hidden off cam now.
Yeah.
He should keep it under the desk that they use. That way he doesn't have to get up to use the restroom. He just piss right there. Be like, Grace, can you help me with this? I mean, in about Ben being lazy, I've seen Ben so lazy that he had to ask Grace to help him take off his pants.
Hey, not to change the subject here, but just a quick question.
Sure.
Because I've been seeing some people commenting on other vids, and I'm not sure if anybody here knows the answer to this. I've heard references to the fact that Grace is allegedly giving money to Courtney for like Ben's child support. Is that like a real thing, or people
Well,
just
that's part of
saying
the clip I was about to
this?
play. Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe we could learn something here. I think you guys should be able to hear the audio the way it's set up, but I could share the screen that way you can see it as well. But here, let me play this. Let me know if you guys can hear this.
Hey, you do your thing, bro. It's intellectual. And then
Can you hear
I'll do
that?
my
Yeah, we
thing.
can hear
It'll
it.
be
We can hear
fun.
it. Yeah.
You never do it. You're just like,
I mean, yeah,
you're
you're
like your
right.
mother. You're gone from the internet essentially. But like, okay, you're technically here. But do you think the audience can make sense of what you're doing here? It just looks like you're saying like I'm dragged here by this guy, and then I've found my place, which is that. What's he gonna do if I just sit here?
I do.
Right, right.
Okay.
That's what it looks like. It
I
looks
do.
like take your daughter to work day, and she's not interested in the work you're doing, and it's like, okay, well, that's humiliating to me.
So right now, so far, this is like Ben not so satisfied the way Grace is acting when they're streaming. Like Grace doesn't seem very enthused anymore. But I guess eventually they will talk about something about child support. Go ahead.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't hear anything?
It's
Oh, so you guys don't hear that?
No, I heard the clip.
I can hear it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
heard the clip. I just didn't hear her say anything about child support. But I'm caught
Yeah. Well, that's what we're waiting on. The clip it has child support in the title. I hope it's not clickbait. I hope it's not misleading. It's Joe Shabatoni, so it should be right.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
nigga,
watched that
what have you
earlier.
been doing for 2.5 years? This has been
Well,
two and a half years of taking you to my place of work that you have no interest in, and now you're just like, oh, thank God, I can just do something else. What the fuck?
No, that's not.
That's not even close to sane. But you're like, Mom, whatever. Anyways, sucks.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch
Okay,
the whole
but
thing. I
that's
cut it up and it got boring.
Crazy.
Okay, I
Crazy
mean,
is normal for you, and it just has every other day. It's a total different iteration of insanity. Then you're like, normal.
All right, now it's just Grace.
yeah. Wait, are we ending?
How old?
Are you gonna
Dead
wait
man,
for me
how
to end?
old?
You said you
I'm sorry. What was that?
How old is this clip? This is Courtney, right?
No. This is a recent. Let me share it on the screen for you guys. That way you guys can see it.
Is this Grace or Courtney?
This is Grace. Joe Shabatoni posted this earlier today.
Yeah. This is Grace talking.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
Here, let me share this. You guys can see that now. Okay.
want to take a you said, should we take a break? What the fuck am I going to do? You don't want to engage, so...
Well, what about having a struggle session? I don't want to have it off camera. It may as well be on camera. I think we can get through
I
it.
need a break. I don't know what to tell you.
But do you want a smoke break or do you want a break? Why don't you have a smoke break, see how you feel?
I don't want to struggle. I think it's like, you're doing something. You really need me to point it out?
Yeah,
Are
this
you
was
struggling with
today, I
yourself?
think.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, no, I mean...
Yeah, Joe's usually pretty quick about posting.
I think that
clips.
I... Well,
I'm tired. I found that exhausting.
Like I caught this like today, but I didn't finish it because I thought it was already done. So I like to
okay,
wrap it
that's
up.
fine.
You
Yeah.
should make the case to me. Don't just go like.
I think it would be good
Did you see her
content, and
saying
the
about
audience deserves to know what's been going on.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Did you actually see her say something about child support in here?
Not yet.
Or-
I'm going with this. I'm going by what it's titled. If there's no mention of child support, we could tell Joe Shabatoni. He's
Oh, is that in the title? What is what? I didn't even notice the title. Or maybe you
yeah.
changed
The
it.
title
What
is
did it say?
Grace Thorp Rage Quit Child Support. I am my mom's bitch.
Oh. Honestly, I don't know if you changed that. Or I just wasn't paying attention because you put too many words in it. But I did not notice that. I
Yeah.
just saw somebody making a comment in there saying about how Grace was paying it, and I was like, "Fuck no, that's fake news. She don't pay shit."
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, "Wait, is this something new? What happened?" So, all right, my bad.
But
Go
we'll
ahead,
play
I
the
didn't mean
rest
to
of it.
cut you off.
We'll see.
Yeah, let's go.
For the sake of time, I might speed up the
Two outfit.
audio.
Yeah.
And I think I can explain it, so I think it would be good overall, and we can get to a better place.
I'm in a place where it's just like it's dawning on me how crazy this is.
That's totally fine. Okay,
I
so
need a little rest.
all right, we'll take a break. Ask for a struggle session. Papa, shall we have a struggle session? I mean, he's not wrong. Like, it's been a little. I'll just say really quickly before I end the stream, I was taking like a break and just sitting here and being whatever eye candy or whatever, because I just couldn't handle the, like, it's kind of gay. Like, I'm not. It's kind of gay, but like I couldn't. I just wanted to break. I didn't realize what I was doing, but like I just wanted to break from the intensity of trying to like figure out how we can stream together. And I really think that this tension between me and him has way more to do with my issues with my mom than actual issues with him. But the problem is I've been repressing my issues with my mom for so long that every time I have an issue that I would address with her, it just rebounds back, and then I just bounce it between me and him. Who's to blame? Dad's to blame, I'm to blame, dad's to blame, I'm to blame, and it's exhausting. So I did just want to take a break from that. Yeah, it is Courtney's fault, because you know what? There's been an overall damage done to my reputation and my father's reputation publicly that like I still haven't gotten over. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I haven't gotten over it. I haven't gotten over the fact that she destroyed my family. And I keep trying to like repress it,
She
but like
destroyed
that
the
is an
family.
underlying, like, basically my mom bitched me out. Basically she fucking domed me, and I haven't gotten over it. And I keep saying like, okay, it's fine, whatever, just move on. I haven't gotten over it. I am my mom's bitch. I am my mom's bitch currently. And I'm starting to see that. Yeah, she took the W, and like I keep coping and saying like, no, it's not that big of a deal. But she fucking bitched me out. She made me look like a bitch. She humiliated me publicly. And so I haven't gotten over that. And no matter how many times I try to cope for it and make it seem better with me and my dad, or worse, or we fight, it doesn't matter what me and my dad do. He's not the one who did that. She basically told my siblings I'm a whore and told the internet that I do gross stuff with my dad and that I abused her.
Wait. Wait. I'm sorry, I had to pause it real fast. Okay. Hold on. I'll let it continue, and then we can chime in with our thoughts. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Lied
Real
to
quick,
everybody.
I was reading the chat for saying something just there. I zoned out when she started rambling.
Oh no, it was she's saying that Courtney got the W. Courtney bitched her out, and she's about to get into it.
I got away with it, got the courts
Okay,
to back her up,
okay.
and so she bitched me the fuck out. She bitched me the fuck out. And I'm starting to realize that. She fucking dominated me, humiliated me. Then she dips, so I have to be the one sitting on camera saying like, no, it's not true. Seriously, I'm a good person. And I haven't gotten over that yet. It's okay to say that. Yeah, no person of any respect. Yeah. So I got to be honest about that. It's not about my dad. It's not about like, we'll see. We'll see once I deal with my issue with her, whether I have problems with him or not. I don't really think it's possible to figure out as of this point. But yeah, it was a Courtney victory. It was a Courtney victory. Yeah. So she nuked us. Yeah. So basically that's, I think that these individual dramas with my dad are really just, it all comes back to the fact that she humiliated me publicly, and because my job is public and my persona is public and everything, I just still haven't gotten over that. And like, so yeah, I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of like you never quite, every time I put in the credit card number to pay that fucking child support, it's like a fucking,
oh, there we have it. Every time I put in the credit card number to pay that child support.
Word.
Oh
Shit.
Oh,
But I mean, is she even telling the truth? I mean, she sounds
no,
like
I think she's telling the truth, man. The way she's fired up like
not on
that.
purpose,
Go ahead.
yeah, not on purpose. I think she's just honestly pissed, and she sounds emotional, like it's real. But like, interesting. I've been curious for a long time how they're, because like that's my biggest that's one of my biggest points to people that try to defend Grace and say she doesn't do anything wrong is that like she's actively stealing money from her minor siblings by structuring her father's finances so that everything is in her name. I've long been curious if the courts would ever be able to find a way to garnish Ben's earnings, because if she's saying that he volunteers or makes no salary and she just pays for it, like I was always curious if the courts could find a way through all their BS and their financial fuckery to like get some money for the kids out of them. And if that is actually true, then this is the best news I've heard since they got fucking demonetized and deplatformed and fucking all that shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. They Courtney nuked him. As far as that's what she said. Courtney nuked him.
If that's true, that's a fucking huge W. That just made my fucking day.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that was fucking awesome. I watched that clip. I cut it off like only a third of the way in last time I watched it because it didn't seem like it was going anywhere. It was just the same old loop, but like that's wild if true. That's huge.
Yeah. Same here. I was like, where's this going? But you have to let it cook for a little bit and then it gets somewhere. Okay. All right.
Shout out to Joe Shabatoni. He's been like Mark Fusion used to cover the shit and clip all the important moments.
Yeah.
And then he kind of stopped paying attention. And I was actually glad that he did because he was glazing them at first. And I don't like anybody that glazes either one of them because they're both evil. They're cohorts. And so like Mark was a great simp, but I was glad he stopped covering them. But then there was like no footage. And then Joe Shabatoni kind of popped up and he's been putting out mad clips. So I can't tell if Shabatoni is just a Ben hater and simps for Grace or if he's like a true fucking anti-Thorp fucking hero, but like God bless the man for putting out the clips because it's a lot of work sitting through the 99% of the shit that the Thorps do that is boring ass content to find the few moments that are like worth fucking
That's true.
watching.
That's true. And I could say as someone who watches them pretty much every day, there's a lot that's not very thrilling. Okay.
Yeah, I spent 6 months logging and screen recording every important moment during the whole fucking arc leading up through their rise to locale queens and then fall off after that.
Yeah.
And like I got burned the fuck out. Thank God we fucking as a community took them down, got them fucking kicked off a Fresh and Fit before they could get on, fucking kicked off a locale queens, fucking demonetized and deplatformed off of YouTube.
No. Hold on. The one thing I'll say though, if they were on Fresh and Fit, if they were allowed to talk about the stuff they normally talk about on Fresh and Fit, dude, it would have been hilarious.
Oh yeah, but like honestly, like that's such a fucked up audience that they would have fucking. There's people there that would have bought into it. Like that would have been even worse than the exposure they got on Locale Lives because like Fresh and Fit's audience is fucking retarded. They would.
You think so? I mean, yeah, I guess it would have to be. But like even they would be like, wait, you mean you don't bang your dad? It kind of sounds like you bang your dad. You know,
Muhammad did it. We're cool with it here.
Oh
Fucking
yeah, okay.
Fresh.
Is it very Muslim to bang your? Wait, how does that work? You know what? Moving on. So Dingo, NoFap Gamer, do you have any thoughts about the child support thing?
I have no idea if that is even real or not. Like I don't know how the courts could really garnish Ben's wages if it's all coming in through Grace. So I didn't even know that the divorce even got settled. Like there was supposed to be one more case left and it was supposed to be settled, but I don't know if Ben ever showed up to it.
Well,
there was supposed to be one more case for the longest time, and so like, who knew which was the last? I feel you on the not knowing anything was done part, and I definitely agree with you on like I don't know how the courts were able to worm their way through the financial fuckery to actually get at the money, but if it's true, God bless them for doing it.
and for the chat, the people in the VC, it's NoFap and XP. NoFap's been pretty much watching Grace since the beginning. XP, when did you start watching him? At the beginning?
Well, not the beginning, no. Early, not as early on as NoFap for sure. But it's hard to remember exactly because like at first I started. I think I might have fucking found him when they were on Destiny.
Okay.
And like I checked into it for like a little bit, but then I checked out, and then it wasn't until like a couple months later something else came up on my radar for them, and that's when I started like watching it seriously.
Okay.
Like and like everybody else at first I thought they were just fucking doing a bit, and then like once you start looking at it, you're like, holy shit,
Yeah, it's not a bit. Yeah,
fucked up.
Yeah, it gets crazy, right? It,
And the
it,
people
it,
that say like, and when they try to say like themselves, oh no, we just lean into the joke. It's a bit like nigga, you would not get yourself arrested. You would not fucking throw away your whole relationship with your family. You would not be humiliating your children who have to. Can you imagine being a fucking kid in school like Joey? Get the shit your friends must say to you, knowing what your sister and dad are doing on the internet every day. Like you wouldn't be doing all this shit if it was a joke, especially for the zero fucking dollars that you're bringing in.
especially, yeah. You mentioned the kids, like
Just don't
like
make
what's the I don't know all the names of all the boys, but man, what's I guess the middle boy's name? I don't know his name, but like at school, like
Tommy and
Tommy.
Nelson, the two middle ones. What's the other one's name? I can't remember his name.
There's
I know the older brother, but like the younger one is Joey, and then there's one brother I can't
well,
remember his name.
The other one,
What is it?
Charlie.
Charlie. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And by the way,
God bless this poor
I'm only asking
fucked
for the
up with-
names for reference purposes. Like I don't really care about like getting into them. They're kids.
Yeah, I felt
But-
bad talking about the names. I'm sorry about that. I was
No.
just kinda thinking out loud.
It's fine. I asked just for reference, but
Go ahead.
you brought up a good point as far as like the kids are in school, and if they're not watching Skibbity Toilet or some other brain rot, someone has to know something about like, oh my God, did you hear about what your dad is doing?
Yeah. It's like people say like, oh man, what if your mom was an OnlyFans model? That would be fucked up. This is like a million times more fucked up than that shit. This is probably the worst fucking thing that you could do to your child as a fucking human being, or that you could do to your siblings, like both of them. Like even if Ben has Grace brainwashed, which he probably does, he's a grown ass adult, and like for you to keep doing this fucking sick shit to your family, fucking dragging fucking your 14, 15-year-old sister out as pedo bait to the perverts in your audience, being like, oh, she's gonna be my secretary. All those dick pics you guys DM me on Discord, she's gonna be the one checking the messages. So you better stop sending them. Wink, wink, wink. Like, shut the fuck up, you horrible piece of shit. You go. Sorry, I'm done.
Oh no problem.
Fuck you.
So there we have that. Grace Thorp mentioning the child support. Let's hear that again for those.
I'm in a wood.
I'm gonna play that part
Go ahead.
again. Play it now.
Are really just it all comes back to the fact that she humiliated me publicly, and because my job is public and my persona is public and everything, I still haven't gotten over that. And like, so yeah, I don't know how to say it, but it's kind of like you never quite, every time I put in the credit card number to pay that fucking child support, it's like a fucking, oh, you know what I mean? It's like fucking just, it's like, fuck, I'm getting fucking crushed by her fucking heel. And it's, so I don't think I've gotten over it. So it's just.
Yeah, and no Fab, you mentioned something too. Like how are they calculating how much they have to pay for child support? Like based on what earnings?
I have no idea. I remember it being like $800 a month or something. Like they already did calculate the amount, but I think they based the amount off Ben having zero income.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
Wait, I don't think they. Well, do they even make $800 a month? I guess to do with the KSIP.
They probably make more than $800 a month, but like it comes in through Grace's name, so.
Yeah, what do you think about how much they spend? What do you think about how much they spend on fuel and fucking eating out and fucking hotels and like all the shopping sprees that Ben goes on? They definitely bring in over $800 a month.
Wow.
And I think they always got a catalog of a few pay pigs that like are giving them money on Cash App that like doesn't show up on screen.
Yeah,
like
okay.
YouTube donos.
Okay, so they're gonna be able to pay it for the time being. Wow. All right.
It's wild that she's like, oh my God, Mom, you humiliated me publicly. This is my career. It's like, bitch, your entire career has been humiliating yourself, first of all, but worse, humiliating your entire family. Every dollar that you make comes from humiliating your mother and your siblings like this.
Mm-hmm.
And like your father, you are stealing that money that he legally, and not just legally, but morally, especially you want to call yourself a fucking Catholic, a Christian, any sort of religious person, you're gonna fucking rip off your kids, like not feed them. Like, nigga, please, what the fuck is wrong with you? Daddy, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, to me, it almost sounds like she's talking about Ben, because like Courtney definitely humiliated Ben.
Yeah, well,
Well, she did say
You love-
herself. Like Grace right here, I get the impression she's acting like she had no responsibility, no part in like the reason why they have the reputation of the being the incest couple. But Ben talked about that stuff. Grace talked about that stuff. They talked about that stuff on stream over and over and over again.
They make all their money off of that. The beer bottle reenactment, all this shit. Like, this is your brand. What do you mean you're gonna bitch about them humiliating you?
And
like,
they don't really try to hide it at all. You know? When they meet, go ahead.
Ben has this whole fantasy called cucking the Zoomers. Like he actually called it that on on stream once, and their whole gimmick is like Grace going and talking to guys like Lalo and Jeremy, then making fun of their erectile dysfunction because Ben has his erectile dysfunction. He loves to like talk shit about other nerds with erectile dysfunction.
Okay. The cucking the Zoomer. And so I also noticed like when they go into new panels, like when she went into Ice Poseidon was there, Amaranth was there. I'm not sure who was hosting that panel, but she introduced herself as, well, we're known as I'm known for incest. And it's like,
wait, she was on a panel with Amaranth?
Yeah, she was there.
When the fuck was this?
This was a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit! How
it
was
was some
she getting
kick
on
panel.
panel?
It was kick or keep or something like that. It was like one of those panels.
Oh, the kick thing. That's its whole own community.
Yeah.
So shocked
Grace,
that Volkow thinks she was able to get Amaranth to stay on panel with her. That's wild.
yeah, Grace is basically the spokeswoman of pedophilia and incest. Like she's never gonna repair that reputation. She needs to get off the internet and start a family.
Well, she should definitely not start a family. But you're right; she should get off the internet. If she starts a family, those poor children are gonna be in so much danger with how fucked up she is. Like until she gets years of therapy, like she should legally, by the courts, have her tubes tied.
I agree, but she doesn't need therapy, right? She doesn't think she does.
Well, that's the problem, and like honestly, like if at the end of the day, people think I go too hard on Grace, but like if at the end of the day, if she ever fucking, turned her back on Ben and testified against him in court, like I would be perfectly okay with the court sentencing to her to like a mental health institution rather than a prison. But she definitely needs therapy.
He's entitled to like a normal family in life, like everyone else.
Yeah, the kids are entitled to not be fucking birthed and raised by a demonic monster like Grace Thorp. I don't give a fuck what rights are when it comes to like innocent children's rights.
Yeah, okay.
Why you don't give a fuck about kids? You're just a sex pervert. We all know about you, Dingo. Come on.
Hey, well, like I understand what Dingo. I understand what NoFap is saying. Like entitled to a family, but at the same time, though, the problem is, like, if she has her own issues, like if she was like, no, being that she was molested, that's what we're going with, right? That she was molested and perped on and stuff. There's a chance she may repeat that.
Just like Ben did.
Yeah,
Ben was molested by his
condemn her just based on that chance. Like she's never molested a kid, so.
Bro, all right. Just like Ben was molested and turned around and started abusing other people, his family. We've already seen Grace abusing her family. She might not have molested a kid, but she tried to traffic. She kidnapped her fucking kid sister multiple times. Tried to traffic her to L.A. Still to this day uses her on the internet as fucking pedo bait for the perverts in her audience. Like, there's no debating this. She should not have children. Like, if she had a kid biologically, like, cool, so she could say that she created one. I think it's a bad idea just to put more of that genetics into the world. But if she did have a kid, it should immediately have its custody taken away because she's not fit to be fucking any kids, let alone raising her own. Like, no sane person who watches them would agree with you that Grace Thorp should have kids. I agree she should get off line. I hope she gets better. I hope she testifies against her dad. I hope that the mental health that she gets from the court order, the court mandated stay at the mental health facility helps her. I hope she turns her life around. I'm a Christian. I believe in forgiveness, but like just like Courtney turned her shit around, now we're cool with Courtney. Back when she was fucking
No,
up,
no, that's kind of a myth. Courtney got kicked out by Ben. She didn't leave on her own.
you say she left on her own. You're just trying to like straw man. What I said was back when Courtney was doing bad shit, everyone was like, boo. Once she stopped doing the bad shit, regardless of how she stopped doing it, once she stopped doing it, now people are cool with Courtney and support her. If Grace ever turns on Ben, then we can start supporting her. But until then, like,
You weren't even there. Like, it wasn't like that.
blah, blah, blah. It wasn't
So-
like that. People weren't shitting on Courtney.
Huh?
People weren't shitting on Courtney back in the day, and the bed let's shit on whoever I say to shit on. Like, people didn't shit on Courtney.
Some people
People
did, I
were
think.
way more forgiving with Courtney. Like, people stopped shitting on her before she stopped simping for Ben. Like, she was like simping for Ben, and people were a lot more sympathetic for her.
Yeah, I remember I had a conversation with Courtney. I had a conversation with her, and I told her that like, this whole thing is not going to go well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
People
it
were
turned
way
out.
more spiteful with Grace.
I
So-
mean, cool, but like that doesn't change the fact that like not everyone turned. I wouldn't have started fucking forgiving Courtney before she. I mean, maybe I would have had some sympathy. But also Courtney, I've never seen any clips of Courtney doing anything anywhere. I'm sure maybe there was in the beginning, the very beginning, but like every clip I've ever seen from back in the day, and Deadman, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Grace is always fucking abusing her mom in all those clips. And I've never seen Courtney abusing any of the kids the way Grace abuses everyone. So did I miss something there?
No,
Because that would be a reason to be more forgiving of Courtney than Grace.
no, that's true. That's fair. I mean, there's that clip of
So,
it's not fair, Dingo.
Courtney, she never like abused the kids on stream, but like there are stories about her like getting violent with the kids, and I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah,
No.
those
Here's
stories.
here's the thing with Courtney and Grace. Like when Grace was like 15 or 16, Courtney like pulled her aside and told her that like I know Ben is touching you, but like I refuse to like talk to the police about it. And like that obviously must have really pissed Grace off. Like she says she was pissed off about that. So like if Grace is gonna like grab Courtney and throw her, then that doesn't make Grace a bad person for that.
You know
I've
what?
always
You
thought
know what?
that
On
it was
the
understandable that
note,
Grace would have some. Go ahead.
Like
I was
that.
gonna say,
Nice.
yeah, it's stuff like that I don't think Courtney like is without any fault here. Like because Courtney had to have been aware,
Yeah.
it was aware of what was going on in the house, right? But now that she has left and is doing all this, now she gets like favorable treatment. You know?
Yeah, like
well-
she used to be like the hero and the one who like heroically left Ben and all this stuff. It's bullshit though.
All right, XP, go.
Well, I never presented her as being heroic. But what I was going to say was, Courtney. I kind of lost my train of thought. I was reading the chats there for a minute. And then when you started saying your piece, I forgot where I was going to go with it. So,
Oh,
you go
okay,
ahead,
it's something
Deadman.
related to Courtney. But okay, so really, well, I lost my thought too. But the idea of Grace being a mom, that is kind of alarming,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Like until she's had a lot of therapy, there's just no fucking rightful way she should be near any kid, let alone raising her own. Like,
Does
she's
anyone
fucking-
else in the chat have something to say about that? Like, I know Lalo's there. I don't know if Lalo wants to hop into the VC. Should Grace be a mom?
No sane person would agree with the idea. I'm sure there's a few people. I'm curious what Mackenzie thinks. Mackenzie is a Grace simp, and she seems kind
I
of
like
rabidly-
McKinsey. Yeah.
You're okay.
But I like everyone in the chat. I like everyone in the chat.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Everyone's welcome here. No one gets banned. Okay.
You guys, unfucking ban me. Somebody. Oh, and shout out Mackenzie. I saw your
Oh, you
comment
shouldn't-
about
you
how you
shouldn't
wish
be
you
banned.
could've banned me.
In fact, let me
But
take
I
that time
don't
right now to
think
check.
it's somebody might have just asked. I'm not like I don't give a fuck. I was just like surprised because I was like cracking jokes and like you like I get you laughing and like you weren't even noticing any of the shit I was saying. So I was like, well, and then I asked a few people that I know in chat. I was like, yo, is my shit showing up? And they're like, no, I don't see you. So
Yeah. Well, now you have me curious because if you're not banned, that means YouTube might be onto you for something. I don't know. Let's see. Let me check. Community moderation.
I think I'm hidden rather than banned.
Yeah.
I feel
There's
like banned would
no
tell me
one. There's no one in prison, on my channel, as it should be. So I don't know what. There's not even any banned words or blocked words or anything. So I could put it on screen.
I
There we go.
just posted saying testing 1 2 3 at Dead Man. I don't know if I'm gonna show up. Maybe YouTube is fucking hunting me down. I am a radical.
Yeah, man. YouTube's onto you, man. I don't know why. Oh, I see it. I see testing 1 2 3.
The T2s are coming for me.
Yeah, you got to watch out for them. I don't make the rules here.
I've been hanging out in Ava's Court too much, and like Dingo is, like I said, he's a lot smarter than me, and he convinced me to start smoking meth. So maybe I'm just paranoid. And I just imagine
Is that the way to go?
He makes
No
he
fap.
makes degeneracy look cool. I just wanted to be a degenerate like him. He really lowered the bar.
Hey, no
God
fap, no fap, no fap. Do you still have the jizz wall? No.
That's gone.
What?
Don't you live like a rented room with a bunch of other people? Wouldn't it be like a problem if you jizzed in the place where you're staying now?
Yeah. No, I don't think that.
Man, that jizz wall was like your monument, right? Like it took you years to work on that.
Yeah, but he's got socials.
That house withstood like the most deadliest hurricane in history thanks to my fortifications.
Wow. Wow.
Super sperm.
I mean, the stench alone in that room must have been pretty bad, huh?
I mean, it dries up, but yeah, it didn't smell good.
Yeah, I bet not.
That's
Okay.
in the past. Let that go.
How long was it before you cleaned it up, or did you never clean it up and you just moved because the house got condemned?
We're talking about Ben. It's not time to talk about the cum wall.
Yeah.
Quick answer. How long-
I just want to talk about it because
Yeah.
I was thinking about you. Well, why was I thinking about no fap? because hold on. I was like, wait, that's the dude that has that wall, and I just remember you used to show it, and it was wild. Hey, but it was, it's wild, but it's something there. Okay.
Yeah, it's a funny joke, but let's just leave it alone.
Okay, I can respect that. So let's see. We talk about Ben having worms. I don't know where we go from there, and then Grace having Grace talk about the child support thing.
I know where we should go. We talk about Ben's erectile dysfunction.
Oh, Ben's ED. Okay.
So, yeah, here's the thing. Like, Ben was born with a small wiener, really small, and it gave him emasculation trauma. Like, he said on stream that he wondered if he was really a real man because his wiener was so small. And, like, when Ben is with a woman, like, he thinks like his dick is going to be too small to even satisfy the woman, and that gives him performance anxiety and makes him unable to even like get an erection to penetrate. And that's actually like the main cause of his erectile dysfunction. It's not really like smoking or health related. It's mostly just like his fucked up mentality.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it's given him even further emasculation trauma and even rapid onset gender dysphoria. Like Ben has said that he
is that why he's been hanging out with the gay VCs?
Yeah, like he's been into like he loves talking to gay people. He's always been like that.
When you say rapid onset, how rapid are we talking?
Oh man, quick as a flash, really.
Quick as a flash, like
Quick
okay.
as a
So like,
flash?
wait, would the medical term for rapid onset be acute?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
Rapid onset. Honestly, I would just say it's gender dysphoria because this has actually been going on a long time for Ben. I just like the phrase rapid onset gender dysphoria, but that is an actual medical term.
Well, yeah, no, the medical term is acute when something is rapid onset. So he has acute gender dysphoria. Get it? He's got acute genders.
Oh,
You just want to throw the word
It's a
cute
medical,
in there.
it's a medical joke. It's a medical joke. Only the science people in the audience get it. Sorry, it was boring. Go ahead, Deadman.
No.
It's not that
I see what you did there. No, but so that means in the near future, Ben could have like a trans experience.
possibly.
It sounds like he already is. Isn't that what? Like in a flash, he just turned into that's why he's wearing his shirt open now. He's trying to free the titties. He's always talking about his nipples and his pepperonis.
Yeah, I mean,
I think when he's not on stream, he's probably watching Sissy Hypnosis and like shoving his dildo up his ass most of the time.
is that how you ended up like this? Like, it sounds like you're very familiar with the process. Was yours rapid or did it take time?
no, I don't think no Fap's not tuning. He's not tuning. He's not tuning.
No, he's been trans for a while. You didn't know about trans fat gamer? He's
No,
been trans. He's been
no.
openly.
Hey,
This isn't the time for your.
hey,
This isn't the time for your grudge.
XP. Let's keep this about Ben. Let's keep this about Ben. Let's stay on focus here. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he's a cute transgender. So I can't stop thinking about no fap.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right, but would Ben be a cute trans?
I doubt it.
No, Ben would not pass very well, but he should do it anyways.
What if he shaved? Because he's got the titties. He's got better titties than you do.
He would shave and grow his hair out, his long gray hair.
I think Ben actually doesn't have any body hair, so he'd have that going for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, like my suspicion, like, because the way Ben used to act, like he always gave me the vibes of secret meth addict who gets fucked in the ass.
He does seem like a meth addict. I
Like-
don't know anything about getting fucked
Yeah,
in the ass.
That's
They say he-
weird, huh?
They say he used to be bipolar back in the day, and that like apparently he would go for like 3 days at a time. That sounds like freaking meth use, honestly.
Right? Yeah. So
Like,
I get the
it does
impression
sound
that
like-
they use drugs, but they act like they don't use drugs. It's like, come on.
Oh, I think they took Lalo's Adderall when they met up with him, didn't they?
Well, Grace did.
They did
Yeah.
that.
Honestly, when she did that made me for the first time think that I always thought that she was taking like Adderall before, both of them, or maybe smoking meth. But when she started getting all squeaky on Lalo's fucking little pills, I was like, oh wow, she's really never done fucking.
Oh,
speed
BB, good
before.
question.
Tweaking hard.
So
They're
BB
just
asked, what do I think about D-Dog's rant about Grace and Ben last night on his stream? You're going to have to remind me again exactly what the rant was about.
I didn't watch it.
Is that the one where he's talking about how like Ben and Grace, how they're convinced? I know D-Dog now believes that they're doing incest, and the way he words it as if they're doing drugs. Like, oh, they're doing incest. They're doing incest. It's like, okay.
I just got a back channel message from one of the oldest of the old school Thorp watchers with some information about Courtney. I'd just like to read this here. It says people could see that Courtney was being abused, and they reached out to help her, and she took the help.
Yeah,
she took the help. Unlike Grace, who constantly refuses the help. She goes on to say, "That's why people stopped hating on Courtney before she left."
That makes sense.
The stories about her. So, and then she goes on to say, yes, Courtney is culpable to some extent, but she has owned up to that, and she took steps to fix it, unlike Grace.
Okay.
And then she goes
good.
on.
No, Courtney didn't leave. She got kicked out.
No,
like
hang
Ben
on,
literally kicked her out. She didn't leave.
Dingo, hang on, because you said that last time. This is the final thing that she says. This is Titus, someone that you respect. I didn't mean to dox her, but she don't care. She talks about this shit, arguing with you all the time, and it was core. But Titus says she was there from the beginning. She knows. Titus says Tropic is wrong about Courtney getting kicked out. They threatened to kick her out, and she eventually left on their own, and they begged her to come back. Let me finish. Let Titus finish.
Let him finish, man.
I watched this Ben plotted on how he was going to kick Courtney out from months.
Okay.
I told Courtney, hey, Ben is literally talking about kicking you out. It's going to happen. And eventually they just went to her house and kicked her out of the house. And she
all right. So
was in a parking lot for...
No fap. Let XP get all the message out, and you are free to say your piece after that, okay?
To all. You can respond to all of it, but you have to let Titus. This is not my words. This is Titus, someone who you respect. So listen to Titus. Tropic is wrong about Courtney getting kicked out. They threatened to kick her out, but she eventually left on her own, and then they begged her to come back. Ben even pulled out an archaic old Rhode Island law about abandonment, and I remember this.
Yeah.
Ben pulled out an old archaic law about Rhode Island state law about abandonment to try to force her to come back, but the police said no one enforces that old law anymore.
I do remember that
I
too.
watched.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Thank you.
No, Titus is just saying this to make Courtney look like some type of heroic figure. It's just not true, though.
Well, hold
No,
on.
Titus has
Wait, wait, hold-
Grace,
wait,
Grace
wait.
never got
X,
the same
XP,
opportunity.
XP and NoFap. Hold on. As someone who's been watching them as well with you guys, right? I do remember those streams. I do remember that part where, yeah, Ben was going after the whole abandonment thing, which he eventually had to drop. So did that not happen?
Yeah. No, that was a real thing, but Ben often contradicts himself and punishes Courtney for like doing what he says.
Okay.
It doesn't change the fact that he tried to force her to come back and she refused and resisted and sent the police to fucking stop him from bringing her back.
Eventually, there was something like that, but it was at least a month where she was just kicked out and like living in a McDonald's.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will be convinced.
Well,
later.
he may not agree with the particulars of it, but what we have is Courtney did leave, and she's not there, and she's
She got kicked out, and after like a month or so of like living in a parking lot, she stopped simping for Ben and didn't agree to come back when he asked eventually.
Well, I also understand that there's people out there on the outside that reached out to help her, and that she seemed very receptive of that help. Eventually, it took a while to get to that because there was like this wall they needed to get through because of all the abuse and all that.
I think that the people who are helping her are like doing a lot more harm than good because they've isolated her. Like she doesn't talk to anyone else but these people. And like after those people like took control of Courtney pulled out of her first divorce. Like Ben was able to use that to legally take all of Courtney's money and transfer it to Grace.
Okay. But at the end of it all, I mean, she got that W, right? She's getting paid the child support and all that stuff.
From what I can tell, Ben actually additionally managed to stick half of his investment dents onto Courtney. So Courtney's going to have to declare bankruptcy because of Ben as well. No, like Courtney got the absolute L in the divorce.
Courtney got the L?
Yeah, she got the kids. That's good, but Ben never wanted the kids. Ben just wanted the money and Grace, and he got it.
But she's also getting the child support.
Yeah, that should be good. That's one good thing about it. But she has the kids. That's normal.
No, wait.
Like she should be able to like walk away with half the money and like no debts.
Okay, and you guys would know the answer to this. The gold coins, Ben and Grace sold them, right? Absolutely.
Yeah. OPC was saying that there was way more coins that they actually let on. That there was like, I think like 10 more coins than they were actually admitted to. But yeah, they were apparently selling the coins for cash.
I wonder if they're ever going to sell the RV for cash. I don't even know who would buy that with a messed up shitter.
Yeah, that's disgusting. It's a biohazard.
Right.
It's a mobile Jankum lab. Like, Walter White and his like meth lab. Like Ben has his Jankum lab.
Yeah, that's true. So you think about it, Ben and Grace are using drugs. they're sniffing shit.
Yeah, they're high on shit fumes.
That is insane. Oh God, that's horrible. Yeah. You could not list that on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, you could try, but the moment someone sees it, they'll be like, oh, they're gonna report it. As like a hazard.
Yeah, by the way, like one of the earliest forms of mind control was to use horse farts to make a person delirious.
Wait,
that
is this
sounds
true?
kind of like what Grace was going through with Ben.
Wait, chat, do we have facts about that? No fap. Are you messing with me?
About the horse fart thing?
Yeah.
Mr. Stinky Brew, can you look that up?
No.
Can you
It
pull
was
that
this
up for
guy
me?
in like the 1700s. I think he was like the first like documented schizophrenic. Like he said that like people were like blasting horse farts and bad breath fumes at him to hypnotize him or something like that.
How does that hypnotize anybody? I'd be like, I mean, is the idea like, you do what I say, otherwise I'm going to blast more horse farts in your face?
I mean, hypnosis, it's persuasion, and like, well, I think what they got with MK Ultra is that like a really effective way to do it is just to deprive someone of sleep for a really long
I thought
time.
MK Ultra was like they're taking acid, right? Or
That was
LSD.
one of them. Yeah, they had they tested a whole bunch of different mind control methods.
Oh, okay.
They found that the LSD didn't really work that well, but like if you give someone some amphetamines and keep them up awake for a long time, you can
Yeah,
mess with their mind like
it comes
that.
down to the meth, huh? I mean, that's what the Germans figured out. Let's pump them up with meth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, also the Japanese. The Japanese had psychics, like psychic women who used meth to like find the locations of submarines.
Oh, shut up! Did it actually work? Well, they didn't win,
It,
so.
it actually worked. They had two different female psychics.
Was Rumpelstiltskin, was he around in like the 1800s or the 1900s or the 1700s?
That's a no fap question right there.
Yeah, no, because you were posting a video about Rumpelstiltskin, about the truth. Has Rumpelstiltskin ever used like his wizardry in warfare? Like, I don't really know much about him.
That video, they were saying that he just follows the archetype of like a demon, basically, and that knowing his name gives you power over him.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so,
So is he still around today?
Huh?
Is he still around today? Like, is he ancient? Is he? When did
What
he
was
exist?
the question, man?
Well, I have a
Well, no, I
question
don't
for
know.
that.
I
I
didn't
have a
watch the
question.
video.
So, like, if the demon only has power over you if you know his name, isn't that kind of a dumb thing?
No, it gives
Yeah.
you power over the demon if you know. his name. I
Oh,
think
gives
it's
you. Wait. Does the demon have power over you, or do you have power over the demon?
You get power over the demon if you know their name.
Okay, if you know his name. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, you just have to
Yeah.
figure out his name. Okay, I
Is
figured
he-
out your
no, for
name.
real, is he a modern
Yeah, I
demon?
mean, apparently, like the name tells you its intrinsic nature, and that
Oh,
apparently gives
okay.
you some power. over
That's
the
cool.
demon.
That's cool.
Is he like an old German thing from like the Hans fairy tales back in like the 1500s or whatever? Or like when does Rumpelstiltskin come from? Is that like an Irish thing or what is it?
It looks like, I think it was probably one of the Grimm fairy tales, but like those were apparently like much older.
The
Yeah.
real fairy tales, yeah, the real ones, the ones that were fairies were monsters, not some cute
Yeah.
things like Disney.
Yeah, I love reading about shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, now do you guys think Ben is a demon?
A Nephilim. He's a Nephilim.
What is
I
a
don't think
Nephilim?
that is it. I mean, he is tall. He is tall. I think calling him a Nephilim gives him too much gravitas that he doesn't deserve. I don't think Ben is special enough to be a Nephilim. He'd be much more effective. He wouldn't be living in a van if he was truly a fucking
Well,
fall.
The Nephilims were like basically clowns. Like they say that the clown archetype came from Nephilim, so I think it suits
I know a
Ben.
lot about Nephilim. I've never heard anything about clowns being referenced to them. And when I say I know a lot about Nephilim, I know a lot about Nephilim. But tell me what you've heard. I'm always down to be in.
Just put it on YouTube. Just
Well,
look up on YouTube.
I've
Like
read.
I think there's like a book written about it called "They Look Like Clowns."
Yeah.
Like this is, yeah, I mean, you must not know much.
No, I mean
I
I've
don't
read-
know
I've
anything
read
about
all of them.
Nephilims. I didn't. Yeah. What?
The Book of Enoch was one of the books removed from the Torah, the Old Testament. Like if you ever read the Book of Genesis, and it seems like the first like 5 to 10 pages are like fast forwarding a million miles an hour through all of history, and then all the flows down after that. It's because that's just summarizing the Book of Enoch, which preceded it, which it assumed you had already read because it didn't know that it would later get to the Bible. And the Book of Enoch talks about how the Nephilim were the 1/3 of angels that followed Lucifer under a whole bunch of different names, but
No.
Aziel, he's got a bunch of names. So they come down to Earth, and they end up having kids with the human women. They reference this in Genesis 6. It's just a brief mention, but Enoch goes into long detail how the gods had the sons of gods, the fallen angels, had sex with human women, and their offspring were the Nephilim, who were these giants. Like when they talk about about how David.
Okay,
David and
gotcha.
Goliath came from a race of giants that were Nephilim.
Okay,
Long story short.
yeah, I heard that.
I've never heard anything about clowns. Like I can talk about Nephilim for days, but I've never heard anything about clowns.
Like,
I mean,
like
were the
rock
clowns big?
Shasta as well.
I read scientific books about it, not YouTube videos. But that's just
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I heard the Nephilims as giants. But were the clowns also kind of giants too back in the day or something? What are you talking about? No fat.
Yeah, like the Rakshasa were supposed to be like another example of it, like the Indian demon that looks like a clown.
When you say Indian demon, you mean Dot or Feather?
Dot.
Dot. Okay. Okay, just making sure.
Somebody in chat just pointed out that Rumpelstiltskin demon could be a Rumpelstiltskin demon because he has the gold coins hidden. I think that's cross-referencing leprechauns with Rumpelstiltskin, but either way, I appreciated the humor in that chatter's comment. Had to point that out.
Now, didn't the Jews also hide their gold?
Come on, Deadman. We almost shit on the Muslims and we backed off. We should be fair to all.
Hey, I'm gonna write the line on TOS. Okay.
we don't need any terrorism coming over here. Let's not piss off either side. They seem pretty angry. Let them just fight over there.
I know, right? I don't need any strikes going over here. Okay. I'm cool with the Jews. I love the small tribe. Okay. But rumor has it they'd like to hide gold too. So I don't know what that means. Now Dalmatian Dog said Grace is a demon. But I also have theories about Dalmatian Dog I want to ask you guys about too. But do you guys think Grace is a demon?
Well, Grace is definitely a demon. That's exactly what she'd say about D-Dog. If she were a demon, she'd try to accuse somebody else of being a demon.
No, Grace is a sweet person. She's not a demon.
Grace is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
How sweet is
Very
she?
sweet. Unless you're a 14-year-old girl who's related to her.
Would if Grace sees a puppy, would she take it in?
If Grace sees a bunny, would she take it in? If Grace sees a 14-year-old girl, would she dangle her on the internet in front of a bunch of perverts as like pedo bait?
I think that was Ben's plan to do. I don't think Grace wanted to do that.
But
well, she did it, and she's an adult, so.
So no fat. But I think another way to look at that question is, you say she's a sweet person, but she seems under control. Well, obviously under control of Ben, right? And doing what Ben.
Well, not Ben. Under control of Ben's brainworms. Ben's brainworms are the brains behind it all. It's not Ben's fault. What Grace does is what Ben tells her to do, and what Ben does is what the worms tell him to do.
Well, XP. I think we established that the worms kind of act like the same way if you're completely drunk on alcohol, right? Like you're still doing it. It's still your behavior. You can't get out of it. You did it.
I accept that. But if that's the case, then isn't that also the case for Grace? Even though Ben is brainwashing her,
let's let no fap talk. Let's let no fap talk.
XP has this weird meme going on where like apparently Ben having like butt worms absolves him of his like responsibility. Like I've never said that. Like,
okay, yeah. So we established that.
He has butt worms.
Okay, so
logic applies to Ben the same as it applies to Grace.
Well, hold on. XP, hold on. So we established that Ben does have responsibility, even though he has worms in his brain. So the other thing is, so if Grace is under Ben's control, doesn't she also have free will and agency to be like, no, Dad, I'm not going to do that?
Yeah, but honestly, I think that there's like shit going on off stream that we're not even seeing because with Courtney, like Ben was threatening to expose her for months because like she licked Grace's nipples and he said that she sexually tortured her because of that. And like we know that Ben blackmails people to try to control him. So I think the same thing is going on with Grace. That's what it looks like to me.
Dude, there's some blackmail material that Ben has over Grace.
I think so, for sure.
Now, this blackmail material, is it probably just bullshit or what?
I mean, it could have been the video of her with Courtney. Like Ben has also said like some other weird shit about Grace. I don't want to speculate too much about that. It's not inconceivable that Ben could get her to do something like gross on camera. I mean, he got her to like suck the beer bottle like right in front of her mother. He could have got her to do, something gross on camera that like he could release if she ever runs away.
So you're saying that Ben has like some sort of like Epstein-esque sort of video that could be released.
That's what's probably going on.
Huh. Interesting.
Because that would make it so that you could keep simping for Grace and not have to feel bad about what she does to that poor little girl and her other siblings.
Wait. If Ben has this, why didn't he expose that during the whole this whole divorce stuff? Why didn't he just show that?
Yeah, why didn't he ever expose Courtney? That's a good question.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have a video of the Courtney thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he has video of Grace doing something unrelated but embarrassing.
Oh, okay.
Well,
so you're saying that if Grace steps out of line, he's going to expose Grace even more and embarrass her to.
Well, yeah, Ben has well, first off, Ben has said that he could get Courtney to suck a dog's dick, and he's made a lot of comments in the same vein, about Grace as well. So, if I was to guess what the blackmail is, I would guess it was dog related.
Did you say dog related?
Dog.
Just speculation, though.
Dog.
Dog, like a puppy, like a dog.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's said.
Now this is interesting because, as we've learned throughout time, a lot of the things that you talk about, such as being trans and erectile dysfunction, and you wanted to get dewormed and the poop worms, a lot of the things that you bring up are a projection. And Titus has been asking.
Whoa. Hold on. XP.
I do have an update on the court stuff, though. For court.
Okay. Don't worry, NoFap. We're gonna keep it civil. We're gonna keep it cool.
I'm sorry, NoFap. That was my bad. Courtney's court date, though.
You gotta get your tongue out of Ben's asshole, XP.
You're right. I'm a huge Ben Samp. Everyone knows that. So the court update is that the docket says they have a court date on the 11th of this month, July 11th. And it looks like so far Ben is not producing documents that are needed to go from pre-trial to trial, which is part of his usual stalling tactic. And this is all coming from Titus. This is her sourcing. It says Courtney has custody and child support nailed down, it seems. In regards to all of our questions about how the courts were able to get around the financial crimes that Grace is committing to hide Ben's income from the family, it's not based on Ben's wages. What it is that child support is, Titus says, child support is based off of Ben's potential to earn. And he's got a master's degree and 20 years teaching experience. They can determine what his potential wages will be in spite of the fact that he's not working. And so he has to come up with that money somehow or go to jail, and Grace is paying the money to keep Ben out of jail, is Titus's, I believe, speculation on what's taking place based on just how she understands that whole system to work rather than any specific. But the court date is on the 11th, the next court date. It's probably going to get a delay because Ben hasn't filed any of his pre-trial paperwork like he always does.
His potential to earn? Holy crap!
Yeah. I've never had a child support case, so I don't really know anything about that.
Well, he better go out there and start earning then. If it's based on his master's degree in teaching, he better get back to teaching. I think that might be kind of hard. If they do like a Google search or like a little background check on Ben, it might be a little questionable. I don't know if he can get back to teaching.
Sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's a terrible crime that wants to commit against kids.
Do we know why he's not teaching?
I believe I've heard him tell it that he made some girls uncomfortable because he wouldn't let them use their laptop in class. But based on the way Ben tells stories, I'm sure he made girls feel uncomfortable for something else that he is blaming this laptop thing on. But that's what I've heard him say.
Yeah, he said that story. I heard that story too about the laptop, which he yelled at them for using a laptop, and that's what made them uncomfortable. It's kind of like, I think there's a little bit more to that.
I mean, he says Zoomers are, he implied that Zoomers are addicted to their technology and that this is just like a thing that makes kids uncomfortable, I guess. That was the vibe I got from the way he was telling it. They got uncomfortable when I told them they couldn't use their computers. Like, I don't know what he thinks, really. I'm just speculating what it seems.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to ask you guys relating to Dalmatian Dog, to shift gears from something gross to something not so gross, something more with more levity here, which is going to be needed after all this sick talk, especially about the dog thing. That's kind of weird.
I'm glad we didn't dig deep into that.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
glad you-
okay. But related to Dalmatian Dog, I'm convinced he's a virgin.
Yeah, probably. He's probably paid prostitutes.
No,
He
no,
seems
no.
Like he has
No, he hasn't even paid.
Thank you.
He has not even paid a prostitute.
You don't think?
Yeah, I think Dalmatian Dog would be too nervous to get erect with a woman. I
Yeah.
think that's why Ben's out.
Yeah, you can lose your virginity without getting erect. I mean, like, you can get a blowjob soft, and you could probably, if you're fucking 20 years old like D-Dog or 25, whatever, even soft, like, unless you got like a micro P, you should be able to like
It doesn't
Get it.
count. You're still a
take.
virgin.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
even
yeah, but
think
I
that
mean-
happened. I
$400.
wait. You think Dalmatian Dog would be someone who would get a hooker?
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems like the
No.
type. He seems like the type that would like hookers and like pay them extra
He-
to abuse them.
A hooker. Hookers are usually like kind of dirty and stuff.
Dalmatian Dog.
Like Dalmatian Dog would be hung up on so many things about what the hooker's doing.
Well, no.
Because like
he goes like a germaphobe, but like he there are high end escort services, and his family's got money, so he could fucking drop 1,000 on a fucking.
you
know.
think his parents bought a hooker for him?
No, but he's got his parents' money. He lives
But
off
yeah.
trust fund, baby.
I don't think his parents just give them like free access to their money. Like he's
Well, he
asked people for money before. I don't think he has a ton of
Really?
cash.
Really? He talks about
Well,
fucking spending a lot.
it was
Well,
hard for him to spend $5 for
Yeah.
Grace's dress. You know, if he had
Okay.
a lot of money, I mean that would be something he would just offer, right?
That was a
He has
hysterical.
a gambling habit. It seems like he gets an allowance from his parents, but he blows it on gambling.
I get nervous energy from him, like where it's just he hasn't lost it, dude. He hasn't lost his virginity, and I'm not shaming
Yeah,
him. I'm just saying like it just comes off that way. Like he seems
He
like
does kind of have that vibe. I don't disagree with you. I can't imagine logistically like how he would not have just like paid fucking
Yeah.
fuck him.
Dalmatian Dog is terrified of clan.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
If he saw a pussy,
Like,
he would be terrified of it. He would be like disgusted. He'd be like, "Oh, that's gross. I'm not going to touch that." Like, why would I touch that?
Yeah, I felt like Ben's problem, like earlier with like his small dick making him have performance anxiety, and like Dalmatian Dog, he probably just has like the same problem, but with probably a bigger dick than Ben.
You know what? Dalmatian Dog is probably hung. He probably is, but he just doesn't
Maybe.
know what to do with it. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't know his own power.
Yeah. I mean, like his whole energy there, like in the RV, experience. That was like
Yeah.
virgin energy, dude. Absolutely.
I think if Dalmatian Dog had just been able to get erect, like Grace would have been just gotten into breeding position and let him go. Like all
Right.
he had to do was get there.
Wait. Do you think Ben would actually ever allow Grace to be plowed by another man?
Well, he knows he can't stop it. He's a bitch. What would he do? Try and stop Dalmatian Dog? Dalmatian Dog would punch him in the mouth.
Well, Dalmatian Dog would not punch anyone. Okay.
If Ben tried to, if Dalmatian Dog was a real man and was plowing Grace, yeah, he would punch Ben in the mouth. Yeah.
Dalmatian Dog wouldn't punch anyone ever at all. I like how you had to say if he was a real man.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It's
I
just
don't
what I was
know.
thinking because I was like, he'd be like, "Oh, vaginas are gross." I mean, that's where they pee. They pee from that. Why would I? He definitely wouldn't go down on a chick.
Oh, going down on Grace. Have you seen her fucking? She has Ben poop up in there. It's fucking disgusting. I think they're sharing a dildo, and Ben isn't cleaning it afterwards.
How long do you think they've been doing that?
That's wild.
How long do you think that's been going on for? Is
I
this
mean,
like a new
showed the
or-
picture, obviously.
Oh
What's that?
man.
Well, Grace posted a picture, like probably over a year ago, of her panties, and they had a ton of like brown material in it that looked like Ben poop.
You can tell the difference between her poop and his poop.
It was someone's poop.
I mean, it's possible if they're sharing a dildo, but she's leaking poop too.
No fap could probably
Could be
tell the
her poop.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
What's
zoom in
the-
closely, there's
what's the
worms and Ben's
visual?
poop. Okay, is that what's going on here? No fap.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to ask for evidence, but if you have some, you can send it my way. I will. I'll send it over to good people that can analyze it. CEE in the
Yeah.
chat. You want to volunteer?
Mr. Stinky Brew, you've got the name for it.
CEE says sorry, but this dude's gay. What? But no fap. I mean, he might be, but like that's fine. I don't know.
No, he's trans. It's okay for him to like that. He's older now.
Hey,
Don't
hey,
hate.
but
Listen, there's plenty. If you want to hate on NoFap, there's plenty of good reasons to hate on NoFap that have nothing to do with his sexuality or his
Hey,
gender.
I'm not gonna hate on no fap. Not right now.
He's free to do. I support his choices, or his right to make them at least.
Hey, but Ben's gonna need a friend if he tunes out. Okay, so hey, no fap. Are you willing to be Ben's friend to help him through the process?
I think it should be Fleece Johnson. You know, the booty warrior.
I do not know
He
the booty warrior.
Fleece. You know the like the black guy in jail that like they said like booty is more important than air. He was like some
Oh.
famous person they made like a rapist. He was on the
Oh.
Boondocks as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not familiar with that either.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it's this like guy. It's this prison rapist. I want Ben to meet him.
Is this a common
I
meme
feel like-
in the gay community or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
Chad,
not-
do you know
I'm not
about
familiar.
the booty warrior?
Do we have
Yeah,
any queers in
no,
chat?
no,
I mean, June is over, but
He was on the Boondocks. He was on like CNN or Dateline or whatever.
Well, those are two different things.
I can't remember which one. I think it was. I can't remember.
Be fair.
Just be more interesting and less gross. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Just Google Booty Warrior. You'll find him.
All right. As far as content wise, the other thing I had here was kind of filler content, honestly. It was some black dude who eats a lot, and he talks about relationship issues. That's it. Do you guys have any pointers on relationship issues?
Don't turn your daughter into your wife. That's all I have.
That's a good pointer there. Yeah.
Bad. I'll agree with
Yeah, don't turn your daughter into your wife. That's a good start there.
Don't turn your wife into your punching bag.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Don't shit your pants. Girls don't like a guy who shits his pants.
Yeah, don't shit your pants.
Oh, don't deceive women into thinking you can get erect if you can't.
That's a big one. But if that is your issue, maybe you're really good with the tongue, and maybe you have a lot of toys. But then let's go raise some flags, because I'm thinking the girls could be like, "Why do you have all this? What's going on over here?" You know?
Yeah, that's still weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Well, you think she'd appreciate your honesty, wouldn't she?
Huh?
I mean, I don't really know how that works, but like, you think if you had that kind of problem, like, you just be like, "Hey," and she'd be like, "Oh, wow, appreciate you giving me that." That way, she's not like spending waiting, looking forward to it, and getting disappointed. Wow.
I mean, if you have that kind of problem, you shouldn't be like bothering women to begin with, probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, but apparently a man still has urges, even has needs, even if his dick is not working. Apparently.
Yeah, Ben has to prove he's a real man.
Yeah, absolutely there. So the last thing, as far as Ben goes, what's on my mind here is.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
like Grace, it's straight up a beard relationship. The main point, like Ben does it, is so that he can try to get people that to think that he's potentially capable of getting an erection. That like if enough people like fucking called him out and said he was using a beard, I think Ben would eventually think, oh fuck, nobody's falling for it. I'm gonna give up.
Wait.
Huh.
So wait, are you saying the reason why he has Grace around is for that?
Yeah, like the main reason he clings to Grace is to try to like prove that he's capable of getting an erection.
I mean, I don't think it's so. I mean, I guess it could involve that too. I don't really think about Ben's penis. But like, I feel like there's definitely some credibility to the idea that Ben keeps Grace around to look like he has like a hot girl on his arms, that people think he's like this like cool old dude with his fucking dollar store.
It's called a beard. Yeah, it's called a beard.
But like, as far as what I find shocking about that concept you presented, Dingo, is that if you really think that if enough people made fun of Ben's penis, that he would just like close the channel and walk away and give up and like be like, well, nobody's falling for it.
I mean, I don't really care about the channel itself, but I think he would stop clinging to Grace, a lot.
Huh. I think Ben's pretty either disconnected from reality enough to believe his own shit, or has such a humiliation fetish that he knows it's true and just doesn't care, and would probably not change his behavior at all either way. Because
those are things, but like Ben also has like enough trolls kind of like acting like it's funny to like say what he wants and encouraging him and shit like that. Like he has enough trolls like encouraging him to like keep his ego going.
Yeah,
Oh, that is true. So wait, help me understand this. So I guess you're saying it's Ben's idea in Ben's mind that if he has Grace around, his daughter, next to him, streaming with them, it will create the illusion that he's able to get erect.
Yeah, because a lot of people say he's fucking his daughter because of that.
And somehow that's going to get him far with the ladies?
Yeah, I think that's Ben's logic. Just being able to prove that he can get an erection, it might be able to like help him get an old woman like later on. I think that's like probably like his deep down logic there.
I think that's more wild than the brainworm idea.
No, honestly, like,
to like prove that he's like a real man as well. There's there's a few different reasons going on.
Listen, just to prove that I'm fair, because like in Dingo, I shit on your ideas all the time, but in this case, I do think that you're right. I don't necessarily think it has to do with his penis, although that could be entirely the case. I just don't think about his penis. You could be, I'll grant you that.
Yeah,
but
neither
I think
one of us do.
But I think the bigger point that he's making is the idea that Ben having a obviously not good looking, but like as good looking as Ben can get on his arm, she can put on makeup and occasionally at the right angle and right light look like passably attractive. But like to Ben, that's like the best he can get, and so like he thinks, and because he thinks that she's hotter than she really is, like to him, he's got that quote unquote hot young girl on his arm in his mind, and that I think gives him status in other people's eyes. That he thinks he's walking around with this young girl, and he's this dirty old man, and so he must be, Rico Suave to be pulling tail like Grace, If you've never seen Grace for more than 30 seconds, if you just pass them on the street. But on the internet, I don't know. I mean, his fucking simps, few of them that exist, most of them are trolls. But like, he's delusional. That's what I mean. He's delusional, and he gets trolled all the time. So I don't think it would change. But the idea that in his mind that's his motivation, that makes perfect sense to me. I don't think that's crazy at all. I'll agree with Dingo on that.
I mean,
I just think it's crazy that he would change if somebody made fun of him, because people already do make fun of him.
That is a wild thing to think, but I think you guys aren't too far off, because during the Wayward Hose thing, one of the things that was mentioned was that the idea of him having Ava and Grace with him. He even said, or what was it, Ava or Ben? It was somehow said that like it was like the illusion that these two young, attractive females are with him.
That was Gape. Yeah. That was Ava when he was telling the story about how when they were like at some store checking out, and he was telling them to like talk about how they were going to go be on his boat and like be all excited to be with other people. Thought he was cool to have these girls fawning over him. He's elucidated that idea before.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably find that clip real fast, but hold on. I have another clip here from Joe Shabatoni. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I think I'm still sharing. I think I'm still sharing that window.
For the record, though, Dingo, when you say something that I think is logical and makes sense, like I have no problem giving you credit for it. I've even told you said some funny jokes a couple of times. Like I try to encourage that in you. When I say you're crazy for some shit, like you're saying some crazy shit sometimes, bro.
Yeah, and Chad, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I know some of the theories are very schizo. I know some things are speculation. It's kind of wild or whatever. To me, I'm like just kind of entertaining it. It's kind of entertaining-ish, you know. I just keep in mind, unless you actually see something, just take everything, you know, with a grain of salt. Okay, there's that. There's a lot of theories out there, a lot of Thorp theories. Let's see. So this clip here, Grace Thorp, would you ever date down a D-Dog? Okay, here we go. Let's play this.
I just feel that guys need to come to a point where they really understand the nature of women. They really understand that the nature of women is shallow. And a lot of men need to truly understand that the nature of women is evil. Women are evil people. They're not good people. They're really and truly not good people. Women are evil, and they got the devil in them.
Would you ever date Dalmatian Dog? I don't think I'm going to answer that question out of diplomacy. I've answered that question before. You can find it in old streams. The dirt protects against the other dirt. The RV is stinky.
Of course it is.
And that's why I talk shit. Can't wait for D-Dog's rage stream.
I'll go ahead, XB.
Yeah. Just to address something being said in chat right now, Mackenzie said, Norfie said, brainworms, dog fucking, shared dildos, acute trans, Ben Arc, not a quote unquote, not a schizo stream, which is a funny joke. But then Mackenzie came back and said, yeah, Norfie, this is some serious Ava dumbass logic. And I just want to address that. Ava does not endorse any of this. This is not Ava's logic.
No.
This is no path logic. And Ava disagrees with him all the time when he goes on these.
Yeah.
Not doing for this.
I'm just, for everything I said about the dog, I'm telling you, that's all speculation.
Hey, if you guys have wild theories too, I'm willing to entertain it, to listen to it. Okay, it doesn't mean I agree with it. If you know, it just is that. Anyway, so would Grace ever date Dalmatian Dog? And she doesn't want to answer that question. I mean, we all know the answer to that question. It's a no.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
it's a flat out no.
You're early on in like the streaming, like Grace did like Dalmatian, but like once she figured out he was crazy, she lost interest.
Is that the reason?
I think she probably only liked him because like Ben was his hero, and that made Ben like him at first until he met him, and the fact that Ben approved of him. I think Grace really just fucking likes to troll any guy that tries to hit on her. Like
no, Dalmatian, like when you don't know he's crazy, he can be very nice and friendly. Like he can be pleasant to talk to. So like she just enjoyed talking to him. And like they used to spend like a ton of time like talking on streams and shit. So like Dalmatian got a crush on her, but like what Ben did, he told Grace to stop answering Dalmatian's DMs.
Oh, okay. Is that why the DMs are pretty much one-sided, where it looked like Dalmatian was sending a lot of messages and wasn't getting anything back?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're saying Ben told Grace to stop sending those DMs?
Yeah. Well, think about it. Even if Grace like tried to respond to like a guy that was interested, Ben would get jealous and you know angry at her. So
is that why the Adam thing never really happened? The Adam moving to Rhode Island.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that was something that was. I was looking forward to that. You know, I was like, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's have the Adam arc.
Adam is cool, but he's kind of short, and Grace likes guys like at least as tall as her. But like the basic reason why Grace doesn't leave Ben and go live with a guy is because Ben thinks she's his wife, and that would be an affair.
Right, but now also I get the impression that like Grace is sensitive to, or at least seems very considerate to, for some reason, Ben's feelings. Right, like she doesn't want to hurt Ben because if she does.
She does feel like sad for him. Like she said one time that looked like Ben was going to cry, and you know that made her start to cry. So yeah, he is able to like use guilt and stuff to manipulate her.
Okay, and maybe the threat of like physical correction.
Yeah, manipulation, threats, actual violence.
Yeah.
all of it. You know?
Okay.
Like we know that Ben also blackmails because he blackmailed Courtney, so that's probably also going on with Grace as well.
Now, part of the reason why I think here Grace Thorp doesn't want to say whether or not she'll date Dalmatian Dog is because she wants to still keep Dalmatian Dog on that leash.
Yeah, they're trying to get him to stream for them because he is a decent streamer. He'll keep the streams going and collect a little bit of donations.
Yeah, he can. I watch the streams. He interacts with the chat quite a bit. I know I haven't really interacted with my own chat. I've been kind of busy with you guys. Don't worry, chat. I love you guys. I still do. Always will. All right. But yeah, he's good at that. But then again, he has this thing about it. He just fires off questions, and like, and that's good. That's good for a streamer to do. But
Yeah.
But do you think? I think we also know the answer to this question. Is Dalmatian Dog done with Grace?
Probably. I think Dalmatian Dog should get with Ruby. I think they'd be a good couple.
I think that
I
would
feel
be
like
fucking terrible.
like Dalmatian Dog,
Terrible.
he'd be able to like pull his dick out and not get erect, and Ruby would just be like, "Okay, I'm used to this. Let's just, you know."
She does. She has dated trans people in the past. Like I'm sure she's used to erectile dysfunction.
No,
Yeah, I'm saying 'cause
I
one
think
time-
Dalmatian's Dog. I think his dick works. I mean, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm sure he
I'm
read
just
rockets.
saying, one time on stream, like Ruby was throwing her pussy up in Ben's face, and like Ben just like, no, don't do this. I can't get hard.
Ooh, wait, repeat that again. Did I hear you right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby was sticking her clam, right up in Ben's face and like dancing on him, and like Ben's just like, no, I can't do this. I can't get
Wait,
hard.
That was during the
wait, Dingus, your mic keeps clipping. Say that one more time slowly.
Yeah.
Ben was saying that he couldn't get hard for Ruby.
Oh, the whole
What else is there
reenactment.
more-
The whole reenactment.
I'm not doing that, man. No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. No, but that was during the Ruby arc, and that was on stream too, right? I think so.
Yeah, that was on stream. Yeah,
I know at one point Ruby was dancing in Ben's lap.
Yeah, Ben was publicly humiliated on stream.
Yeah. And that's probably why Ben then humiliated her with the long talk about how she's not going to be of any value, right? Something like that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, because that's Ben's thing. You embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you even more so. And that whole thing was horrible. Yeah.
They say that they have like genetically modified roosters where the penis gets too small that the rooster is like, when the rooster tries to mate with the female.
What?
I'm telling you something.
You're telling me something. You're telling me something, and I'm like, what is going on here? How do you know about this?
Yeah, well, I learned it from a psychology class. When the rooster, it can't mate with the hen.
What's psych?
It gets angry and kills the hen. That's what's going on with Ben right now.
He's gonna kill the hen.
Wait,
what's psych course?
Yeah. Psychology. Psychology 2. I can't. It was 101 or 202 or something.
I was in Psych 101. We never talked about roosters having small dicks and getting angry and killing hens.
That wasn't part of the curriculum. It was just something the teacher told us as a funny anecdote.
Was this in Florida? A Florida school?
This is wild. This is like more like Howard Stern show right here. The story is crazy.
Yeah. Like when I think about Ben, like it reminds me of that like rooster story.
Welcome to Mr. Deadman Radio.
Honestly, wait. Honestly, I know we were joking about the reenactment, getting you to repeat it before, but honestly, I laughed so hard for you telling this chicken thing that I really did miss half of it. Could you explain it again, like for real? Because it sounded.
Okay, no, I can. Here. I'll try my best.
Can you explain it? Okay, yeah.
I'll try my best. So there's roosters that are genetically modified. They have a micro penis. And because of that, they're so angry they kill the hen.
Yeah, because they can't insert.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
Yeah.
weird metaphor, but I can see why it would apply to your theory of Ben in general.
It
It
totally
makes sense.
fits Ben.
So you're saying Ben is going to kill Grace?
I mean,
well, no,
he says he's full of
Talk about
homicidal
speculation,
rage,
right?
so.
Here we have it. Ben's going to kill Grace because it was.
He says he's full of homicidal rage. I think he's serious.
Well,
That
they
would
do talk
probably
about
be
Jeffrey
the-
Dahmer a lot. The whole Dahmer thing.
He also talks about Joseph Fritzl. Like, Ben has said that if Grace ever tries to escape from him, it would be for Grace's own safety for him to track her down and imprison her in like a room, like Joseph Fritzl did. And like Joseph Fritzl was this guy that like kept his daughter locked in a room and made her have a bunch of his children.
I've heard him talk about Leonard Lake a lot. But
Yeah, the toy box killer. Yeah, he also says like he also like says that's one he likes or whatever. Like I think these are like kind of like veiled, thinly veiled threats to Grace about what he's gonna do. I mean, he said it's something he would do if she ever escaped.
And she believes he would do that. You think?
Yeah, I think Grace probably believes that like Ben is so clingy that if she leaves him, she'd at least be in like a Cape Fear scenario where she has to constantly be paranoid and wonder if he's gonna do something.
Well, Chad, I have to ask you at this point, what is the most wild thing you've heard here tonight? and honestly, do you want to hear more wild stories from NoFap?
These aren't wild stories, dude. This is reality.
Sometimes reality is scarier than fiction, isn't it? I'm kind of scared to ask this, but is the rooster thing the most wild thing you've heard in Psych 101?
Honestly, it's been so long I can't remember too much of that class. I just remember that one story.
Probably.
What did you get your degree in?
That's not too important.
Okay, but it's not a master's in theology.
No.
Okay. Is it in the science field at all, or is that just like a general?
I would consider NoFap a scientist. I trust him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, whenever I get a scientific question, we'll go to NoFap. Be like, can you answer this? Okay.
With scientist and an alchemist.
And
NoFap posted
alchemy.
NoFap not a story. He posted a scientific paper in chat the other day that he claimed was a pill, an erectile dysfunction pill that would turn white people black. But then I read it, and that's not what it said at all.
Yeah, it's called melanotan.
But then I read the paper, and
it's a melanin peptide. Like when they give it to white people to turn them black, it's not meant to be an erectile dysfunction pill. But ultimately, it ends up curing erectile dysfunction a lot of the time.
It did not say that, and I was very disappointed because I was hoping I could turn black like you.
XP, you just can't read. Like, don't.
Wait. XP. Maybe there was miscommunication. NoFap. When you said it turned people black, you mean black like in like penis size?
It literally like makes your skin produce melanin.
Okay.
And like it literally turns like a white person to have literally black melanated skin.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's called melanotan.
I'm seeing a Mr. Stinky Brew. Well, I surprise you that roosters, despite being called cocks in many countries, actually don't have one. Yeah, that's right. 97% of the bird species lack a penis. I did not know that either. We're having a very educational moment here.
Maybe that's entirely bullshit, but I feel like it still describes Ben.
Wait. Let me read this to you here. It says, we reviewed our experience with melanotan 2, a non-selective melanotan receptor agonist, in human subjects with erectile dysfunction. Melanotan 2 was administered to only 20 men with psychogenic and organic erectile dysfunction using a double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover design. Penile rigidity was monitored for 6 hours using rigidity, level of sexual desire,
matter, dude.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking
Level of
about. This.
sexual desire and side effects were reported with a questionnaire. In the absence of sexual
Stop
stimulation,
it.
melatonin 2 led to penile erection in 17 of the 20 men, which is impressive. Subjects experienced a mean 41 minutes of Rigascan tip rigidity, over 80%. Increased sexual desire was reported. Nausea and yawning were frequently reported as side effects. We can melatonin 2 is a potent inhibitor of penile erection in men with erectile dysfunction. Our findings warrant further investigation, and that's all it says. It doesn't say anything about turning people black. So maybe I missed that. But that's the whole thing.
That's the main point of the medicine. Do you not see how melanin, melanotan? The main point is to turn people. You are so retarded. You're arguing that it doesn't turn people. You are so fucking stupid. You are so.
Yeah,
fucking,
read that again, XP. Maybe you didn't read it right.
You know, yeah, I mean, I wish I had an X out of it.
You're trying to tell me that melanotan doesn't turn people black. That's the main point of the medicine.
Okay,
Well, it's weird how it didn't
so
mention
so the main
black
point
people.
is that it does not turn people black.
No, it does turn people black. People do it specific. It's for bodybuilders so that they can have better like color and definition. It literally makes your skin melanated. Wow, this
let me
is
read-
stunning. Oh my god.
Okay, but it's not
I
going to
just read
actually
it
like
to you.
turn them black like all the way.
Just look up melanotan on Google image search.
Okay.
You'll see a ton of like white people with black skin.
Okay, I'll do that later. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything with this Tony Yo man. You know, it's just big black guy. All he does is eat food, and he talks about stuff. But I'm like, this kind of where we are. It's kind of like the side piece. It's not even the main thing. The main thing is Thorp stuff. You know, so I'm probably not gonna do anything with this guy.
I found it for you, dead man. I Googled. I said, does melatonin turn white people black? And it says, no, it does not turn white people black. It's a hormone produced by the body. Oh no, I that's melatonin. My bad.
Yeah, it's melatonin.
Stupid. No, XP, you are seriously dumb as hell.
Hey, no Fap, don't insult XP like that. Okay, come on. No, sometimes we have brain
All right.
farts. Okay, we're not all educated. Like, come on, man.
I'm not a
Yeah.
scientist.
We got a scientist here. Okay, he's gonna press it with his PhD. Don't pull it out. That was not a dog whistle right there. Okay.
He pulled out his presidential award for academic excellence from middle school on me the other day, and I was impressed.
Okay.
It was huge.
Oh, let's get Lalo to call in. Let's do that. Other guys
You
can
know,
chime.
when I first met Lalo, I told him that the Thorpes were going to call him gay and do their cut the Zoomers routine on him. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Well, you saw that. You predicted the future.
I told him exactly what was going to happen.
You told him exactly what was going to happen.
Exactly.
Did you tell him that they're going to go to L.A.? They're going to go to a gay club, and then Ben's going to pretty much talk to Lalo for like 3 hours straight about how he's gay?
I didn't call that, but
that was
You
great,
should've
though.
seen
That was great content. Got someone here.
yeah.
I've got Samantha. I'm not sure who Samantha is. Is that one of my exes?
She's got herself muted. Real quick though, dead man, I did look it up. The medication that Dingo was talking about does have a skin darkening. It does have a skin darkening effect. But I want to say two things about this. One, the paper that you linked, the paper that you linked to support that, as I just read, did not say anything about that. So I was not wrong about that paper.
Always wrong, XP. Always. Every argument you've always been wrong.
You're right. But more
I
important,
guess you got to take that
it's
XP.
it's a tanning It's a tanning pill. It doesn't turn people black. It doesn't turn you into a black person.
Well, they tan. They tan XP. They get darker. Their white skin turns darker. It's tanning.
Only.
Me, quit arguing with me.
Anyway,
What happened to Samantha? Someone trying to date.
She's
like, be a
probably like one of my baby mamas. I'm not really supposed to talk about. She'll hit me up later.
Well, you
Okay.
should know about the child support thing. Then why didn't you chime in with your understanding?
I don't want to talk about my stuff like that. Okay. There's this long clip from Joe Shabatoni, Grace Store. Mommy takes you grocery store shopping. So there was an interesting thing there that where Grace likes to call herself mommy with her chat. Is that working for her?
Huh?
I mean, is that working for her? Do you think her being like a mommy dom with her chat?
Probably not.
Probably
Maybe.
not. Okay, so I've not seen this. I don't know what happens. We can play it. If you guys want to chime in on anything, you let me know, okay? Here we go. You guys can still see it, right? Okay, we can. Cool.
What's up, chat? We going to the grocery store. We're going to the grocery store.
Already, I do like the fact that we're getting a stream that is outside of the studio. I'm just going to say, that's nice. We need more of that.
Hey. Hi, welcome back to my vlog. Oh wait, I don't have my chat on. Is anybody here? Yes. Did you apologize to Ben? We had a long conversation.
See, there she goes. She jokes about sucking his dick. Is that a joke or is that not a joke? What is that?
It's really unfortunate. It's really dark,
Yeah.
Probably not a joke.
Yeah.
It's probably not a joke, but
It wasn't so much an apology that was necessary as an explanation. Oh, by the way, mods, I want you to try something for me. I need your help. Type in the chat /title space trad girl takes you grocery shopping. Enter. You should be able to change the title for me.
XP, you trying to say something?
Oh, like her eye looks fine. It's white cheek, like stage left, but like white. It's a little bit puffy.
Wait, XP, something's going on with your mic or something. Your voice sounds different. Yeah, Grace and her mods. Yeah, she had to get her mods to change the title of this because she couldn't do it herself. For some reason, which means, can you change anyone's title on Kick, or is it only something the mods can do?
I have no idea.
Is my mic working again?
Yeah, it's working. It's working better now. I can hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, I was saying in that clip of Grace right there, it looked for a second like, well, not for a second, the whole time, honestly. Like her eye looked totally fine, but her one cheek looked a little bit puffier than the other cheek. I don't know if it was just the angle or
probably maybe the angle.
Right.
She was doing like a dick sucking gesture. She was doing that.
No, but even after that, like
Even after that,
permanently gaped. I don't think it gaped her cheek, but like it was just a quick tongue motion. But no, her cheek the whole time looked kind of puffy. When she was talking about, it wasn't an apology that was needed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, catch my drift.
Yeah, I see you.
Space.
Yeah.
Trad girl takes you grocery shopping. Enter. You should be able to change the title for me because the title is not accurate. Okay. See if that works. Or mommy takes you to grocery shopping or whatever. I don't care. Whatever you think would be funny. I trust my mods with my life. It works. Thank you.
Pretty
That's awesome.
much.
Thanks, guys.
She has the worst fucking mod.
We're going to a...
Who are her
We're
mods?
well
Yeah, well, her mods have a busy job, right? They have to sweep a lot in the chat now. They're still sweeping.
I think 20 of them are ZXV, and then there's like Mackenzie and I don't know, a few other sims.
Oh yeah. So ZXV and his multiple accounts, huh?
Yeah, that dude's got. I saw watching. I think I was watching Dalmatian stream for like a split second the other day, and I saw two different ZXV accounts arguing with themselves. And knowing how crazy the dude is, like it could be like somebody trolling ZXV, making an account just using his name, but like it really could have been like him arguing. Like I would 100% believe that.
That's
He was
insane.
fucking- That dude is
I
nuts.
thought ZXV was like, just normal. I had no idea. I don't know who he is really.
Have you ever checked out any of his channels? He posts some weird ass shit.
He watched
has at
movies.
least 50 alt accounts.
What's that?
He has at least 50 alt accounts.
Yeah. He's got a shit ton of them.
Yeah,
That's-
and there's a whole like
Well,
ZXV network, right? It's like a network of channels.
he's got on one of them. He was posting for a while. I don't know if he still does this. I haven't looked in a minute, but like he used to post these shorts that were like just random other girls, like actually attractive females that like stylistically sort of had Grace's like aesthetic.
Oh, I've
And, like,
seen
he was
them.
labeling
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
He would pretend they were Grace and like set them to music and like slow mo and like just all this weird shit.
Yeah, so
Like, he was
ZXV is a gray simp. Why doesn't he step up to the plate and try to date her? You know?
I don't
Tough
know.
question.
I don't really have any theories on what actually motivates that guy. It's,
I don't know, but he did find my lost brother though. Okay, that was cool. He found my
he found
he found my lost brother.
what the fuck are you talking about?
You don't know about that?
I don't know anything about this. Please tell me the story.
Oh man, I gotta find this. ZXV probably still has it on his channel here. I don't know which one. Oh my god, ZXV.
Wait, is this a real brother or did he just like troll you with he found some picture of some guy that looked like
He troll. It was a troll. It wasn't a real brother. No. It was like Mr. Deadman's actually trans or something like or loves trannies, and like it's some dude who looks just like me.
Oh yeah, I've heard the Mr. Deadman loves tranny narrative.
Yeah,
Actually, the reason why I came on at first was just to warn you that people were going to say it because you had Dingo up. I was going to give you a heads up. I didn't think you knew who it was. I mean, how you knew him from back.
I'm trend friendly. Like I.
Oh yeah. I just didn't want you to flirt with him by accident, not knowing.
Well, that's what's between me and no fat there. Okay.
Hey, listen, does your wife watch these streams? Does your wife know you do these streams? You tell her you're smoking weed and out your head.
What is it? What my wife doesn't know won't hurt her until the cops call.
This is your secret life. She thinks you're a fucking suit and tie wearing motherfucker 9 to 5.
I don't
secretly out back.
I don't know what ZXV channel it is on. You know, I looked up ZXV Soul. It wasn't on that one, so I'll try one more. What's another channel? There's ZXV Soul and there's ZXV
Overload. The people I saw arguing with each other was ZXV Overload, something, and the other one was like ZXV Rini, Princess of Power.
Oh, Overlord, right? Overlord or Overload?
One of the, I don't know. I really don't pay that much attention.
Overload, that might be it. Oh, he does a lot of COG stuff.
Your hair looks pretty today, Dingo.
I know.
It looks pretty in that
I don't
light.
see it anymore. All right, we're moving on.
Can't find it.
All right, so Grace, mommy stuff here.
Oh yeah,
Mommy Grace.
A grocery store that's literally like 2 blocks away, but I'm bringing the car so I don't have to carry stuff and a selfie stick. Thank you, Tiger King. I've been improving the visual, as Ruby would say, quite a lot recently. I don't have any lipstick on, which makes the whole thing, but I got freckle stamps. Look at these. Look, they're so cute. They're so cute. Look at freckle stamp, sent by Ryler, I think. And it has this little thing, and look, you can put them on. It's literally so cute. Very natural looking, I think. So, T-minus 2 or 3 days until Ruby buys her freckle stamp. Hello. So yeah, we gotta go grocery shopping. We gotta think of things that a bum can eat.
Things that a bum can eat. That's where we're at here. Okay. Just about anything? Like anything out of a dumpster?
Like crackers and snacks. But my dad chewed me out for buying always pre-made meals, which I do agree are kind of gross. You know, like little pasta.
That's not very
bowls and
trad.
stuff.
Remade
Well,
meals.
why
Not
don't?
very trad.
Yeah, not trad at all. Why don't they actually buy things that they can cook? Even like
Well,
Hamburger
because
Helper.
They have to cook them.
Lazy.
They live in a van.
Yeah, but they
And it
have
smells
one.
like shit. Like
They have one
if they had
pot.
food cooking, if they had food cooking, it would mix with like the shit smell, and then like smell plays a huge part in taste, and like it probably already tastes like shit eating in that van with this shit smell to begin with. But when they start to commingle in the air, and then you're breathing those fumes together, like it makes it even worse. I would assume. I'm not a scientist, so
No, but so I'm guessing there's
That's-
not like a kitchen area in that studio.
I think they have a little stove thing. I've seen her. I think I seen.
Well,
her
why don't they cook in
stove
there?
before. Well, I told you the shit smell in the air would mix with the food fumes,
Huh.
and then like it would smell and taste even more.
Yeah.
Because like your sense of taste is really defined by that's how like if you like plug somebody's nose and have them bite an onion or an apple, they can't tell the difference without the smell.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever seen that. Or
Yeah.
like they're already breathing in the shit fumes in the air, but like the food fumes are separate. So like there's still a little bit of separation, but like if they were cooking food, those fumes would then circulate for a while it was cooking with the shit fumes in the air,
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
everything
Yeah.
would be mixed as it hits the nose, and that would make it taste even worse.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what.
And no matter what you cook, if you cooked a gourmet meal, it would still taste and smell like shit because of the shit fumes. And Mackenzie
Yeah,
brought up that Ava bought the freckle
This
stamps.
is just allegedly, though. I'm not a scientist. This is just allegedly. This is just a theory.
Well, it's a good theory. I like it. That theory
I don't
makes a
want
lot of
I don't want
sense.
Ben to- I don't
But
want Ben to-
Mackenzie is bringing up that Ava actually bought the freckle stamps a while back, way before Grace. So Grace is copying Ava, which is something that chicks do. If they see another chick that they think is prettier than them, they want to copy them because they're jealous. They want to be like them.
Mhm. Mhm.
Grace will never admit it, but I think she's envious of Ava.
Bitches, you be bitches.
Definitely.
Oh, logic.
Like
Grace
pre-made,
definitely
they're
wish
kind of
she
gross. So we're gonna try to
was
get like stuff that like I have a fridge, so that's not the problem. But like stuff that I don't need to cook per se. So I need your help. Actually, change the title. Help me go grocery shopping. Yeah, the earrings are cute, aren't they? So cute. PB&J. Okay. Slight problem. My dad can't really handle peanut butter.
Is it because of the worms? You can't handle peanut butter. No fat. If you have brain worms, does it mess with your ability to digest peanut butter?
I imagine it would be
I-
hard for the worms to swim through the peanut butter because
Worm?
it's viscous. It's kind of like
The worms can migrate from your colon to anywhere in your body, and just sometimes it happens they'll end up in your brain.
Okay.
I think the
Just
peanut butter
release
would slow them down trying to get through your colon. I think it would. They get stuck there. That would keep them out of your brain. Maybe peanut butter is the way to protect your brain from your butt worms.
Is that true, No Fat? Can you use peanut butter to protect your brain from the butt worms?
Like a barrier, like a moat.
Maybe like he's eating like the peanut butter, and the worms just like don't like the flavor of it or something, so that they like make him feel bowel distress somehow.
But
Well, I think it would be like viscous, like would slow them down. They get stuck in it. Trying to like
Maybe.
okay.
I'm not a
knows?
scientist.
Okay. All right, we'll continue. I feel like we're getting dumber and dumber. This is great. All right.
speaking. So, but yeah, PBJ is good. Okay, PBJ. Keep feeding me ideas. Easy stuff. Like sandwiches, but like the kind that I don't make all the time. I recently tried making pizza bagels. He also complained about those because he can't really handle tomato sauce because it's acidic. Turkey.
What the hell? I can't even handle tomato sauce? Does he have like Crohn's?
I mean, that makes sense.
He has Crohn's, doesn't he?
That makes sense.
He has Crohn's
Like,
disease.
Look,
He has IBS, and like IBS is actually caused by parasites a lot of the time.
Maybe the acid would kill the worms, and the worms are controlling Ben's brain, telling him, "Don't eat the acid because that'll kill us." Like that episode of Futurama.
Okay. All right.
Hard to say.
Like, when
Okay.
Fry was trying to kill the worms, and then I don't really remember what happened.
I don't know.
He's not a fan of cheddar cheese. Yes. Pretzels. Yes. Stir fried bacon and eggs. See, Nat, man, you're not thinking. This is not
Oh.
smart. We need things that don't need cooking, per se. I have a microwave and a toaster.
Microwave and a
Pop-Tarts.
toaster.
Pop-Tarts.
Pizza bagel. Pizza bagels.
Well, you can't do tomato sauce.
Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets.
That's what it is. It's just chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggies.
Wait, is it a toaster or a toaster oven?
I think she
Do they have a
said.
toaster oven? Or...
I think she said she had a microwave and a toaster.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They don't even have a fucking toaster oven? Like, how fucking poor are you? They cost the
Hey,
same.
hey,
Like,
hey! That's not shame on the poors, man. I'm poor too. Okay.
All right. You're right. There's plenty of reasons to hate them. Their socioeconomic status has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay. You're bringing big terms here. Social economic status here.
I'm probably
Okay.
using it wrong. I'm not a...
No. You used it right there.
Shit.
I'm just getting worried. We're actually moving up here, like IQ wise. Anyway.
Tuna. Yes, tuna.
Yeah,
How
tuna.
about a banana? Fruit. We're going to load up on fruit.
Load up on
But the
fruit.
fruit's gonna go bad.
He likes French
Well, no,
bread
it'll
and cheddar
clean out
cheese.
their
I like that too, like a little baguette.
Yeah.
Eat a bunch of worms.
Hummus. Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the worms.
They get a bunch of beans, canned beans. Well, you got to heat. Well, you don't have to heat it up, but it's better if you did.
Well, if they get the refried beans, they're already like cooked. They can just like let them sit out in the sun and heat up in the can, and then
Yeah.
crack it open. They're already,
Or they could get a pack of hot dogs. I mean, they're kind of already like you can eat them raw. I mean, Ben already has worms, so what's the problem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking the ideas. So far.
Nitrates can't
Oranges.
kill 'em. Nothing else. Nitrates.
They're a little acidic for him. Remember, for Big Ben, we don't want anything that's too that riles up your stomach too much. So like nothing.
Big
if we
Ben
can
is
avoid it, acidic like tomatoes
Don't
or
rile 'em up.
oranges,
Yeah.
we generally should stay away from if we can. Did I take the hat off? Maybe not. This is the Smith hat, by the way. This is the hat that I bought Smith in this very same car when he threw his own hat into the river.
Oh wait, you said cereal?
Like, no, yeah, she should get like a big bowl of cereal and pour some milk in it, but like chop up some onions and put them in there, and like don't tell him. And then when he complains, be like, "You're crazy! I don't see any onions." Like gaslight him. Like get him Lucky Charms so that there's something that's kind of melty that kind of looks like it could be the onions if we chop them up small enough,
Yeah.
And
Well, if he has like IBS, I would imagine milk is probably bad for him too.
oh,
Like dairy.
Yeah, well, he could
He probably can't handle dairy.
But what I'm thinking is that these are subtle ways that Grace could like strike back. Like if she really is controlled by blackmail, if Zaza's theory is right and she's being controlled by videos, she could like do like these kind of like passive aggressive ways of fucking. Hell, she could just poison his
It means
food.
slowly poison him over time.
Yeah, or just poison them all at once. Like I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, Grace does do little things to fuck with Ben. Like when he got arrested in the park, it was Grace that unlocked the RV door for the cops to let them do that. Like without Grace, they couldn't have arrested Ben.
I don't think that's true. They told Ben to come out of the RV, and he came out of the RV of his own volition. She did not unlock it, and that's on video.
Yeah.
Grace
Actually,
unlocked
Grace.
Multiple times, she told the police no when they told her that she should unlock it, and it wasn't until the police called him out, and with the dog surrounding it, and he gave up. He walked out on his own accord. And
Grace locked the RV door. You're just retarded.
Grace did do something with the door, but then she walked away, and then I remember him coming out. But as soon as he came out, there was like all these cops.
Ben came out of the bathroom door, but
Yeah.
Grace unlocked the RV door to let the cops in. Like she does little things to like fuck with Ben.
Yeah, but
all right, yeah, I'm not gonna die on that hill. You might be right. The more I'm thinking about the history of that, I'm like, listen, when I say some shit, and,
Hey,
like,
Chauncey, how's it going?
I
Antifreeze.
don't ever shit I don't believe in it. Like this case has something like it's possible.
Stinky Brew mentioned salad. A salad would be good. I mean,
Salad would kill him. It would be like toxic shock. He's not used to healthy foods.
yeah, probably.
No, but Grace, if she really wanted to, she could just slip some fucking arsenic in his fucking shit and fucking kill him.
Yeah, there's
You can
hardly
fucking-
anything that they can buy for Grace. I mean, for Ben. Anyway, I'll let it play.
Who is to say Grace hasn't been putting poison in Ben's food, and that's why he's always laying down sick constantly?
Well, she should
Interesting
probably up
theory.
the dose because it hasn't happened yet.
Another theory coming out from this the stream here. Could Grace be low key poisoning Ben?
We should do a better job at it. She had
Well,
fucking years. It's not getting the job done. How hard could it be to kill a man who's that sick?
I don't know. I'll play some more of this.
River, which was stupid. Why did I need to buy him a hat? Or we can go D-word mode.
I'll say it.
Although that kind of exposes the hairline. Push it down a little bit.
Oh, don't worry about the hairline.
Milk. He is also lactose intolerant.
I told you, lactose intolerant. Boom. I knew that. So he really can't eat like sliced cheese. Living in a van down by the river. So he can't really do all that.
I'm realizing as I'm saying this.
Wait, get some salami. He can eat that.
Eat pepperoni.
Yeah, just get pepperoni, salami, like lunch meat, stuff like that. You can just eat that. What about nuts? Like peanuts and cashews.
Trail mix, some
trail
some
mix.
raisins and M&Ms mixed in.
Yeah.
Some granola.
Oatmeal.
How about drinking
but use
water?
water instead of
tried
milk. All right, I'm gonna let it play some more.
There's a lot of things to keep in mind. He does like a good bowl of cereal, though. We'll get milk. Veggies and dip. All this fucking bitching and moaning about Grace not doing enough IRL, and here I am with 62. Fuck you, people. All right, you know what? No, let's talk. Enjoy my cigarette.
Enjoy the cigarette, Grace.
Wait a minute. Pause. She said something profound in right there.
Pause.
She said something really profound. She's like, I'm doing a stream by myself out on the road, and I only got 62 viewers. You guys suck. And like, if that's the case, like maybe Ben has been right this whole time that he is what draws the audience. Grace by herself is a failure. She's nothing without that.
Whoa. Here I am. I'm gonna defend Grace here. Hold on here. For the longest time, we've been getting nothing but Ben streams. Maybe they thought, oh, this could be another Ben stream. Oh.
Honestly, what it is like either one of them by themselves is fucking terrible, and it's only the fact that they're such a dysfunctional train wreck that watching them interact is
okay.
Wild.
All right. So hold on. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit to see if the viewer count goes up. Do you think it goes up? Does it stay 62 or does it break over 100? What's your bet?
How early into the stream are we right now? Is this
we're only like 7 minutes in.
Okay. Yeah, it'll probably. Is this on Kick?
Yeah, but this was clipped out from Joe Shabatoni. But yeah, they were streaming this on Kick.
Oh, okay. It shows the viewer count on stream?
Yeah, because he clipped out the whole thing. You can see the viewer count. You see the K and the 62.
If I switched the screens to look at the video that you're showing, that's like it's fucked up. What happened before?
Oh, okay.
So, but I can hear it fine. So go on.
The chat has completely died. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what I have to say or what I do or what I think.
That's how I feel every time, Grace. Oh, she's realizing. Nobody cares. How's it going, Snell? Shout out to Snell in the chat.
Soul. Or maybe it's just, could it be the widget? Nope, not the widget. Seriously? Not a single chat after all that? Nobody just saying like, hey, I'm here, I care. Not one? That's it? Okay, good to know.
What are you saying, XP?
Oh, sorry, I'm just shouting out people in the chat. We got a bunch of people. Pavilion N, Southern, Fed Up Southern.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of people, yeah.
GT,
this has been a pretty good turnout for me. I guess the open call is the way to go.
You got like 40 viewers right now.
Yeah, at one point it was doing really good, man.
I love your channel. I think it sucks that like you're only getting like 10 to 20 viewers. Like I think you.
Hey, it's the dead man. It's the dead man curse at this point. It just is what it is. I work within my means, man. I don't really complain about it.
I appreciate your dedication to it. You just keep doing it. Because like I said, I don't really like watching their channel, giving them views, and I don't like sitting through the fucking 99%. It's just content. And so people that cover it are the only way for me to like really keep up. And like of all the people that cover it, like you just you seem to be pretty steady with it. You and Joe Shabatoni, the only ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's.
But hang on, I gotta leave for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, no problem. All right, we're gonna let it play. So yeah, chat. Let me know if you're liking this. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm having people come on and we watch the Thorps together. It keeps it interesting.
No, guys. Not a one. Not even an emoji. Oh, okay. There we go. It came back. Yay! Cry is free.
Cry is free.
Okay. Almost just roped on stream.
You know, I think Adam was the one simp. I think she like. I think. Do you think she actually felt anything for Adam?
I don't think she feels anything for any of these dudes. I think it's just a content game. You know, she treats them all the same. Lalo, D-Dog, fucking
I think
Darius.
Grace probably liked his personality a little bit, but he was too short for it to ever have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Final Rage. What up? It's me, bro. How you doing? Oh, he was just asking if that was me in chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, he's still up. Tropical's still up here. He just dipped out for a second. He just came back.
Yeah. He'll probably come back in.
But yeah, she doesn't.
Oh yeah, so I'm ordering some food right now. I'll be right back.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Unfinished Business sent me a picture of himself. Okay, wait. No. Listen, he's a good-looking guy, but German? He's not German. He lied about that. I was expecting blue eyes, blonde hair. No. He is not even white.
Not even white.
There's gifted 5. Oh, thank you, Mr. Damage. That's so sweet. Wow. What does he actually look like? He's not white. I don't know what to say. How could you say you're German? He's not white. Like, I know what a white guy looks like. I was like, oh my god, finally a white guy likes me. Oh my god. It's not about being racist either. He's not black. It's just that, like, I was excited because I was like, oh, it's a white boy. I should have known better. I'm literally white guy repellent for some reason. What does that even mean, Grace? I didn't.
Oh, well. There's Dalmatian Dog. Dalmatian Dog was very white, very pasty. You know, you just completely forgot about him there.
Dingo's pretty white.
Yeah.
Dingo's
yeah. There's NoFap Gamer. NoFap Gamer's very white.
I'm actually part Nigerian.
Well, you can't even really see it. Oh,
It all went to dick.
That's what I was gonna say. All right. Okay. You don't have to show it. Don't. Like, my button's on the other scene in case anyone has any shenanigans.
Not to be transphobic, but that's what she said.
Yeah.
And ask his race. I asked what he looked like. Well, he has short, dark brown hair. Thank you, Damius, for gifting a sub. Thank you. Like, yeah, I would say a little bit Arab. Not really. But like olive toned. Dalmatian is white. Yeah, that's true. Dalmatian is white, although he is Italian, but like northern Italian, so I guess it passes. But all right, get ready for the shortest car ride ever. Are you in your seatbelt? Are you in your seatbelt?
We get little cleavage. Pause, bro. Oh, okay. Hurricane like that.
Hurricane likes when he makes zesty jokes about other people. He's important.
Hopefully I can make it down 3 fucking blocks without getting pulled over. We'll see. Me and my dad got
nobody's banned, Snell. No one's banned.
I mean, it was like midnight.
No more bans.
A cop car went down the fucking bike path, and it was like, excuse me, what are you guys doing here? Whoops.
We're in a new era of this channel. No more bans, okay?
Oh my god, you got
We're
an
desperate for
accident.
views.
Not really. He was chill. He was like, oh, I thought you guys were like a bunch of teenagers, like being idiots
I'm
and
just
firecrackers.
No problem.
Closed. But I was like, really? Like, you had to drive down the bike path to tell me that? Anyways.
For
we made
real,
it.
Snell.
Whoops. Okay, we made it. Oh my god, wait.
That was a short. So what? It was just down the road, but she wanted to carry the. Oh, Snell just wants to come into the VC. Man, here's the problem. She's coming to the VC. She's gonna make it about herself. Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna make it about herself.
Well, you let that Samantha person come up before, and they didn't even say anything. Let her come up for a few minutes, even if it's about herself. Let. I think it's good for the show when you let people call in. Even if it's,
we can do that. We can do that.
just give them a few minutes. You know.
All right. Oh, she means
If they can
Discord
behave,
banned. No one should be Discord banned. I don't think. I think I cleaned up all that.
If they can contribute to the content, maybe let them stay a little longer. But just give them a little try
She
out.
says, "Fine, I won't." I mean, try the link. Let's see.
Come
I went through the list, making sure. I mean, maybe I didn't clean up everything.
Is Snail is your name just Snail, or is there like a longer user ad that you should search for? Is your ad not contain screen in it? Maybe you're not searching for the right name.
I think it's just Discord, bro. Is her name?
Yeah, but there's like your display name, and then there's like your username. You know what I mean?
Let me check my server settings real fast.
Like Ava is like at Wayward P, but then like her display name is just Ava. And if you search for Ava, it wouldn't come up if you were supposed to be searching for the at. And if you search for Wayward, it wouldn't come up if you're supposed to be searching for the display.
Yeah, so in my ban list, there's like deleted user, deleted user, deleted user, deleted. So that's all that's there. Some sort of virtual fisher, which was like...
They're all ZXV. You keep making new accounts and deleting them after you ban him.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody pointed out that the Rini ZXV is not actually a ZXV account. That's actually Rini. And they just put ZXV in their name. I think Troll ZXV, according to someone in chat. Somebody in chat said. I think it was Hans Guru. I recognize his name. I think he's been around for...
Oh, there we go. Snell's in.
Snail is Sino Rage? What?
No, this is someone else.
Oh, someone else is in here.
Yo, you should let Sino Range up though. He's chill as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, anyone's free to come in. That's fine.
Sino Range has good takes on things and a good sense of humor.
I'll have to find
the
you
one
stuff.
thing that I disagree with Sign Orange on is that like he says that Ben, like Grace should stay with Ben. I mean, he says it so that she could suffer more, but I still disagree with him on that.
I think if Grace ever got away from Ben, she would be a million times more dangerous than she is, unless she like testified against him and like said, "Holy shit, everything I've been doing for the last couple of years is because I was brainwashed and I don't actually believe in none of this fucked up
Grace
shit."
would definitely be way less dangerous if she wasn't doing what Ben told her. She's actually like pretty good person on her own. Like you judge everything that she does based on like Ben plans. Like it's not how she wants to do things.
Well,
Right.
it seems that's her personality at this point. She seems to actually believe the things she's been indoctrinated to believe, like all this fucking daddy pill shit.
Oh, I see.
It seems I was
She's in here
kicked
now.
out of this server.
Okay, all right.
Point. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. It's not on my. Yeah, it wasn't on my list anymore.
Okay,
You
all
kicked
right.
me out or something because we had a feud, but whatever.
Oh, a
We're
long
past
time
that.
ago.
We're
Long
fine.
time ago.
Yeah,
Long time ago. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
What are you guys watching, Grace?
Yeah, we're just watching Grace going to the grocery store to buy some groceries. But
all right, sounds good.
Yeah. So here we go.
Do you want a rash update? Hold on.
A rash update. Oh
doing
God,
so much
what is
better.
that? What is that? No fap. What is that? You're a scientist. What's going on with that?
Hold on, I'm just listening. Give me a second to check.
Drop it. You gotta look at the picture. You gotta like analyze this shit.
That looks like MRSA, right? What is that?
It does look like MRSA. It does a little bit, or a really infected mosquito bite, which can turn into like MRSA. So
I think if it was MRSA, there would be like one giant pimple type thing. This looks more like a general rash.
Okay, just
not necessarily tropic if it originated like in a different part of the body. then you're not going to see that puncture like wound, right? So I don't know.
I can't see the screen. What are we looking at?
Why can't you see the screen? Who are you?
I'm sharing it.
Cause
That's XP.
if I switch to
Oh.
full screen, I don't know if it happens if there's not video playing. But last time my audio got all fucked when I switched to the watch screen.
Well, yeah, that's probably because I guess. Yeah, it probably will fuck with your audio if you look at it.
I don't know.
It's probably going to double play.
It looks kind of like a bruise or a burn. Honestly.
Yeah, it looks
Like,
bad.
from this, yeah.
This looks disgusting.
It looks like poison ivy.
Poison ivy?
Oh,
That's what it looks
maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
Is this a picture of Grace or Ben or who?
This is Grace,
is
but she doesn't get
I
out that
thought
much
this
for
was
poison
like
ivy.
bed bug. Is this old or like newer?
This is recent.
I
This is
would
now.
guess-
This is today, Shalyn.
Oh.
I would
Jesus,
guess that she got like a lot of Ben poop on her leg, and that's probably what's
Ben
causing
poop?
the rash, like a diaper rash.
A
It's like a
fecal matter.
diaper rash, yeah, from
A
Ben
diaper
poop.
rash.
Or, like,
Yeah, from Ben poop.
sepsis, or like what is the other typhoid? Is that something you get from PCs too?
I
Maybe?
think so.
I don't know.
Typhoid? That sounds horrible. Okay.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
We'll go with
Anyway, if this is what her thigh looks like, I don't even want to know what her vag looks like.
that.
Anyway,
what about
moving
her
on.
inner thigh?
Moving on. That was too much. That was too gross.
It's actually fucking disgusting.
Yeah, Grace, it is
But yeah, it was
disgusting.
really bad. It was a long drive, yeah. And it's like I look honestly kind of like infected.
Yeah, your legs look horrible.
Also,
Oh!
like over here. Wait, where is it? Here.
All this looks. What is that?
And, like in the inner thigh.
What
It's really
is
gross,
that?
honestly.
That's bruising. That's like straight up bruising, dude. Like that's like she's running into shit.
What
or
in the
falling down
world?
Or getting hit with a stick or something.
Hit with a
That's
dick.
bruising. Dick.
Hit with a dick? Or
Hit with a
stick?
Stick. Mr. D. Stick.
A stick.
Jesus.
You're not.
Christ,
You're not.
yeah.
You're not saying it right.
I'm not enunciating.
You're not
Dick.
enunciating the S. You're saying tick. A stick.
Dick.
Anyway,
Dick.
I heard it
Dick.
again. Am I the only one hearing that?
I'll call
Anyway.
you a dick. Will you hear that? All right.
Yeah. See,
anyway,
that sounds the
moving
same to
on.
me. That sounds the same. All right. Let's
Sounds
play it.
like-
But it's drying up. Like, look, don't even worry about that.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
It's flaking. It's it's actually poison oak. It's definitely poison oak.
Poison oak.
I must have gone in the woods or something.
Yeah,
Gone
the
for a walk and just
nootropic
walked through
is
some poison oak.
right.
And
Yeah.
Poison oak. Okay.
I-
Well, sometimes they have to shit in the woods. So maybe it's poison oak for having to go out to the woods and take a shit.
Exactly.
Yep. See, we solved the mystery. Look at that.
Use the wrong leaf to wipe with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good idea. He was never in Girl Scouts.
then got like sprayed it all over myself or something. Just like spread it. I don't know. It's not from being unwashed. You don't get that from you guys.
You guys don't know anything about hygiene.
By the way, I'm gonna look really weird here because like nobody films anything here, like a small town. So whatever. I guess I'm popping that cherry. All right. So we're recording. Yeah, you guys have to help me with this because see, there's already an old guy staring. What in tarnation? Okay, so these are potatoes and onions. I don't think I need these because I'm not like cooking anything. So let's move on.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Whatever she buys, it can't be anything that she has to cook. She's not cooking anything at all. Like all they have is a microwave and a toaster. Yeah.
Take it by section.
Not even a toaster oven.
Okay.
Not even.
So now we have vegetables. Should we get cucumbers? We can eat cucumbers.
They're
We can
not
make
gonna
cucumber
eat
sandwiches.
the
Ooh, cucumber sandwiches are delicious.
vegetables.
All right, let's get
Give
2
me
for
a
$4.
I know, yeah. They're going to buy the vegetables and they're going to sit in the fridge.
They're gonna rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and rot. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They
Sure,
could
yeah.
they couldn't even get asparagus because they wouldn't be able to boil it. They would have to eat it raw.
No.
Oh my
And
God,
it's not
they're-
bad raw, but
Holy
I
shit.
would not recommend it. But
They,
yeah.
they don't even have a grill. They couldn't smoke it.
They can't even boil. They can't boil it.
Yeah. It's like they have no means, man. They are. It's horrible.
4 cucumbers.
Horrible.
The cucumbers, I would say, are for Grace, but I mean, she already has a dildo, so TMI.
Yeah, but
TMI.
she's not gonna cut them up and eat them. She's gonna like stuff her face with a bag of chips. Let's be real here.
It'd be better if she ate cucumbers. That'd be great. You know.
Yeah, I'd love that for her. Honestly.
Yeah. Same here. Eat healthy, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. See the prices here are a bit much. It's a local store. Okay, so keep the cucumbers away from Courtney. There you go. Okay, we don't really eat salad. Ooh, wait, salsa. Oh, it's spicy though. You never heard of a cucumber sandwich? They're delicious. They're so
Hold
good.
on, who
Just
doesn't
literally
really eat salad? Like, who doesn't really eat salad? Like, what kind of a thing? Like, I don't really eat salad. Like, they can't cook vegetables. Why wouldn't they eat salad? It just irked me a little bit when she said that.
It's
Sorry.
like a system shock for them, I guess.
It's just vegetables
Yeah, it's just lettuce.
that you don't
carrots.
have to cook.
Yeah.
So you get all your vitamins without having any like cooking appliances.
There's no sugar, salt, or fat, though. I think that's.
Who doesn't eat salad though?
Well, these are the Thorps talking about. That's
Oh, really? I thought I just walked into some random stream.
Well, I mean,
No.
that's the answer to
I have
your
no idea, everybody.
I'm not saying you weren't wrong to ask the
Nice to
question.
meet you, though, by the way. But yeah, I had no idea.
You weren't wrong to ask the question. I'm just saying that's the answer.
It's
Yeah,
just a bizarre thing to say, is it? I don't really do salad.
What kind of salads do you guys like to eat?
All of them.
All of them?
kinds of
Yeah.
salad.
Like a good
All of
Caesar?
the salad. Yeah.
Yeah, Caesar's
With
where it's at, man.
dressing, real anchovies in that. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man.
If I'm eating
So,
salad, it's gotta have some like steak or chicken in it. Like I
Mm.
rarely eat salad unless it's got something.
Gotta put some
Bacon,
protein
eggs.
in there, yeah.
Mm.
Eggs,
Yeah.
chicken, steak.
But
Yeah.
even then, I still eat salad. Like on a summer day, like it can be too hot for steak sometimes, but you chop up some steak in a salad, and it's good.
Oh, it's super good.
Oh, yeah, really good.
black
Good
and
for
blue
you.
steak
Yeah.
With some salad. Heck yeah.
So that
But
goes
see-
to your
but see,
argument. You can
we-
eat salad,
we are
even if you're-
eating-
even if you're a meat.
They're not
Still-
eating steak though. They don't
Oh,
have any way to cook steak.
they
to put
couldn't
it
even
into
cook
a
it, yeah.
salad.
They could even cook bacon.
Yeah,
They could even put in bacon in the
No.
salad.
No,
They could buy bagel bits.
that's
They
not
could.
salad.
Well, no, but then I suppose
Grace
then
needs
would be
to
more
eat
likely to
some
eat bagel bits
greens,
or
and if
however
she's
that was done.
listening to this bitch needs to eat some fucking vegetables. For real, get them down.
I agree. I think we all
Right, I
agree.
mean,
Chat, do you agree? Could Grace use some vegetables? All right, I'll play some more.
Grace used some vegetables.
I'll say at 11, I gotta end this thing because I do have, I'm a wage slave.
Toast and mangoes. Delicious. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Because if I buy salsa, then I have to do sour cream and chips too. I don't really feel like that. Okay, so spring mix. I mean, this depends on if I'm gonna make sandwiches and I want lettuce for them. Mangoes and berries. Okay, we'll see. Okay. I don't really see anything else that I would want here except for like salad dressing, but I don't know if I want that.
Wait, why would you get the salad dressing but not the salad?
Yeah, what the fuck?
It does like to dip like unhealthy things in there, like pizza crust and like
Oh.
mangoes. I don't know.
Mm.
She's getting mangoes and then she's still gonna have dressing.
But-
I don't know.
But her
You
dad.
know how fat people put ranch on everything.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's gross. It's gross.
True.
Yeah.
Do you guys even put ranch?
Shots of ranch.
Do you guys even put ranch on your salad?
No.
No,
No.
right.
I will like make like a veggie board or whatever, like
Yeah.
with broccoli and like cauliflower and stuff like that, and then have like a little ranch in the middle.
That's
but
understandable,
I never
yeah.
put ranch on a salad. It ruins the salad.
It does. It ruins the
completely.
salad. Like you go with like a Italian or a vinaigrette or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I use mayonnaise, vinegar, and black pepper blended together for my
Oh
salad
yeah.
dressing.
So you're just making your own. Yeah, that's fine. That sounds like a decent dressing.
Yeah,
Drop
that
it,
sounds good.
Honestly. Yeah.
All right.
A little bland, but whatever.
Now here's the thing: Ben's lactose intolerant, so he can't really eat ranch.
Well, then I hope she buys a
Yeah,
lot of
you can.
ranch.
Ranch isn't dairy.
Ranch doesn't
Soybean
have any
oil.
dairy. For some reason, I thought it did.
Has egg in it sometimes.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it looks like it does. It's
Yeah, yeah.
white and creamy. It's fair to assume.
White and creamy. It's gonna have some...
Fair to assume.
Moving on.
White and creamy. Moving.
Purple label salad is usually fresh. What a strange thing to say. What does that even mean? This one as opposed to this one? It's just a different color.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? It's fresh. How fresher could it be for the other one?
Ooh, salami with
I think
honey
she's
nut is
just
so good.
confused by the word fresh. She doesn't
Yeah.
understand what
Crispy
fresh is.
Caesar. Sweet baby butter leaf. I mean, yeah, this is good to snack on, honestly. Ooh, crispy green leaf. Okay, we'll get some of that too. It's gonna
Oh,
be
look.
expensive, whatever.
Okay, they got
Butterleaf.
something healthy. They got something healthy there.
Well, they're
I think
buying
this is a whole
buying it
food.
for show. She's trying to make the chat think she's gonna eat it.
It's gonna rot.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
rot in the RV.
And they're gonna forget where they put it underneath the seat. They're gonna find it like 2 months later.
Or someone else is gonna find it that comes to like visit them or something. So they're like, "What's that smell?" I don't
Yeah.
see OPC here anywhere. But what's that
Yeah, I mean,
smell?
I don't think it could be enough to overpower the smell that's already in the van. Like,
That's true.
Exactly. That is true. That
It's
is
just gonna
true.
blow people.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
that's-
that is also a
Hopefully.
fact.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, let's see what else they get.
Okay, now we have the fruit. Am I coming in clear? Like, you all see me? It's not like
Yes.
freezing, right? Okay, ooh, pears are for sale. Okay, pears. Need a bag. Am I continuing the Get Hot arc? I've improved my visual significantly recently with the addition of helpful makeup tools. Are you on a Whole Foods or something? No, it's local store. Okay, pears, $2.99 pounds. These are rock.
All right, she's getting some pears. You think she's gonna eat them, or are they gonna rot too?
They might just go to her body. Or her-
She might eat one of them.
I actually wish
Yeah,
she was a
right.
little more pear shaped, actually. But more like
Yeah,
a
she has a no
linebacker.
ass.
She's a linebacker.
Yeah, like, really no ass, no
I'm sure
thighs.
she might.
She needs vegetables, dude. She has like way too much sugar in her diet.
Yeah,
Like,
I would agree.
enough's
I
enough.
agree with that.
But usually they'll
No, I as much fiber as possible. I think she's constipated and needs to poop.
Yeah, maybe. Chop it.
You could sense that from from the screen, huh?
Chop it. Yeah.
Like you see in lots of pictures, like she's clearly her gut is just like full of shit.
She does need to poop, but she has nowhere like comfortably like poop though. I think that's the problem as well. It's like
Yeah, you got the stopped up
trying to
shitter.
be comfy. She's got that.
Yeah. Grace has to poop in the forest because if she poops in like the RV, it's like Ben's cesspit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's true.
do they not have a bathroom in the studio?
Yeah,
They
but then you gotta
probably do.
drive to the studio to like take a shed in it, right? And they can't stay
Well,
overnight. But
Isn't the RV kind of like parked
imagine
outside?
just driving. Is it right now? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
So,
I don't. The logistics of this is interesting, but someone in the chat said fruit maxing. Fruit maxing. Okay. All right. You think they're gonna get a watermelon? That would be good, huh?
We'll get like 3 pears. Baby carrots, 2 for $5.
that's like an uneven number amount of fruit. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
That stuck out to me too. I was
Okay.
like, 3
Cotton
pears?
candy
What the fuck
grapes.
can you do with
3?
3 of them?
They got
Okay.
3. Yeah.
It was like, she gonna eat one and Ben's gonna eat 2.
Then no, they're gonna one's gonna eat each, right? And then they're gonna split one down the middle and share it.
just so they can share it. You know?
They eat it at the
That's
same
what's gonna
time.
happen. Yeah, they do like the Lady and the Tramp thing,
Yeah,
but it's with a
yeah.
pear. It doesn't work very well. It's not very like cinematic, like whatsoever. Yeah.
Their version of the Lady and the Tramp thing is when they share a rolled cigarette together.
Yes,
Yeah, that's also
absolutely.
very disturbing. That's a good one. Yep.
Yeah.
Figs. Grapes are good. I like grapes. Local rhubarb. Pears aren't even in season. It's strawberry time. Yeah, good to know. I'll get some strawberries. Well, the pears were on sale, so. Oh,
Well,
wait.
it doesn't really matter what's in season. I mean, everything that's right there you can just get. So, what are you talking about? You know?
Not
But
like
yeah.
she's really looking at the price tag at all, anyways. She's
No.
like, this looks good.
She's which is kind of weird.
She
because-
doesn't know what in season and on sale even means.
No,
like,
no.
honestly.
Now,
So-
I'm new to the Thorps, but the I thought they were foodies. Is this not true? I thought they were them.
No, no. Unless you want them to run a restaurant to the ground and call them foodie. Sure.
I
Sure
bet them
thing, dude.
good businessman. He seems like he has a good head for that sort of thing.
Hey,
Oh my
Mark
lord.
Fusion has an interview with Ben, right, about the restaurant. I heard.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, we'll see how
I
that
don't
goes.
even
How long
watch
ago
them
was it?
anymore.
How long ago was that?
It's coming up. I think it's supposed to be on the 3rd.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So I'm gonna obviously watch
Friday?
that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, no,
Is it going to be on his?
the 4th is Friday. Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Is it going to be on? Is it going to be on Mark's channel?
I would imagine.
I hope so. I don't want to get that, but I assume Mark would flip it. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Just do a live on stream, and then Mark will clip it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'll watch it on Mark's channel. I don't give them views.
Yeah. A lot of people don't, which is why I do what I do here. Anyway.
You do what you do. Thank
That's
you,
right.
sir.
This food sucks. Fruit.
I accepted my role.
Okay, these look good. When's the last time you went grocery
Someone
shopping?
had to take over.
Like in-depth grocery shopping? What, like a week or two? This is the discount. Ooh, some apples. Reduced produce. See, this is the cheap shit. $1. These apples don't look too bad. I'm gonna get these.
You better eat them fast.
You're not gonna eat any of that.
Ooh, tomatoes.
No.
I love tomatoes. Jackson. How squishy is. That one's squishy. Best friend and your
She's just shoving her fingers into the tomatoes, like bruising them.
Oh, I'll get these. This one is too squishy, but the rest of them are good for $1.50. No.
She's she's gonna like make sandwiches I mean,
What's she gonna do with those tomatoes? Like I just
yeah,
eat
right.
them
She's
with
not
salt
cooking with
a lot
them.
of the time. But I mean,
you can't make a
Yeah.
BLT.
she
Because
can
they
make
can't.
a salad, but I doubt she can do that now. Like she's got everything for like a decent salad, right?
Yeah,
She's got her greens. She's got some tomatoes, some
Right, and-
dressing.
and I think XP mentioned something about like not caring about the price, which you think they would,
Yeah.
because they don't have a lot of money. So
But they never care about that, dead man. I think they need to buy another safe instead of going grocery shopping.
another safe
You know, another safe. Yeah.
to save all that money
yeah.
they have.
Yeah, to save all the money that they're not saving. By being a retouch shopper at a store. It's so great. I shop so often. I'm just like watching this. I'm like cringing. I'm like,
I know, right?
"Ugh,
It's like
not
it's like
good."
I don't know about you, but I have a job, and even with the job, I'm still
Yeah.
I still check my bank even before I go
You
into the
know,
store.
I have a job, and yeah, I do the same thing. I like meal plan. I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, I'm so on top of that shit. I coupon,
Yeah,
you know? So
absolutely.
it's like, bitch, what are you doing? She's like, there's one squishy tomato in here, and it's sold by the pound, probably. So
Uh-huh.
why not take the squishy tomato out and get the good one? Idiot.
Well, she would have to
Exactly.
remove the package. Or
Alright.
she could just buy the individual tomatoes, but she
She could just not hate me, and I could give her a lot of advice on grocery shopping, but
Right.
that's never gonna
Well,
happen.
wait.
So.
I thought you were gonna be like besties with Grace. Is that ever gonna?
Like what? Like 4 years ago? Yeah, that never
was a long time
happened.
ago. Yeah.
That never happens. No, they hate me. They have me banned from everywhere. So
Oh.
I saw you were covering them. So I was like,
You're not-
I wanna
you're not
go
a bad
say hi to
person.
Mr. D. No, I'm not. I'm really
you would help
I'm a
Grace.
good person.
You'd be like all
I
motherly.
would.
You'd be all motherly to
I'd give her
Grace.
Sony like Cash App,
Yeah.
like back, like fucking app, like for real, like couponing apps and yeah.
Oh, by the way, Hurricane says that he also loves salads,
Who doesn't?
but he wanted me to specifically tell you that he does. So I don't know if he's giving you a
Hurricane
hint.
Taro?
Yeah.
Like salad?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
I
there's
don't talk to
some
that
code
guy,
in there.
so-
Okay.
Did he
I
say
don't know him, so I
Did
don't know.
did Peril say pause after the salad thing? Because I know he's kind of sensitive about people calling him zesty, and you know.
Hey.
Hurricane Taro was the one that said he was going to do the R word to
Yeah,
Grace
a lot of
and
people.
stuff,
A lot.
right? Yeah, okay. I
He's
remember
read.
him. I never talked
He's
to
read.
him though.
He threatened to rape and kill my wife and my daughter.
Well,
And I
let's
used
not
to
be
have a lot of
zesty. Let's not be zesty, XP.
I've learned that.
True. I believe him.
All
That's
right.
how I remember him. Is he wants to
He lives
art
in the Virgin
people.
Islands, way out in the middle of nowhere. So I think we're safe from Pharaoh. It's okay to.
All right.
He's
Anyway,
just a crazy guy.
all right.
It's
Continue.
okay to.
All right. Let's see what else she gets, because right now we're in the fruits and vegetables. They're going to be going to like
A frozen food and a junk food aisle,
very soon.
right? They're gonna be like
Watch.
corn dogs.
Yeah, they're going to get
chips.
all the chips, every chip.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the
It's
chips.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
you
do it.
too. We'll be playmates and lovers and share our secret worlds. All right.
Bananas.
And some bananas.
Oh, they're going to go
Those
bad.
are real bad. So fast in the
Yeah.
RV.
Oh, and there's going to be
hot.
so many fruit
Gracie
flies
knows.
and stuff.
Oh, look. Somebody made
Yeah.
5 of them for me. I think it was Damius. And I just uploaded like almost all of the ones that he gave me. I don't know how to convert things into GIFs. Okay, so
No, see, she's not black. She can't say the N-word anymore. She passed up the watermelon, man. Like, she didn't even try.
Well, she's got like TK in love with her, so I guess she can.
Oh,
She still has a pass.
so she still has to pass?
But, yeah.
Okay.
I guess if a black guy's in love with you, you gotta pass. That's what I heard. I don't know. If it's
All
true.
right. That means Ava should be able to say the
Wow.
N-word. Well, never mind.
Just a couple of shit.
baby carrots, lettuce, pears, tomatoes, strawberries. Okay, it's gonna be like $30 right there. All right, now where should we go next? We need bread.
Bread? Okay.
With all
Yeah.
the chips.
Chips. No. Okay. What? She passed up the
We knew
chips.
they were gonna get chips. Oh, she did.
She passed them up. Wait, she's going to go back.
Okay, these are good for sandwiches. Y'all ever had a bulky roll? Yo, this shit's fire.
Wait. Man, see, if I was them, I would buy like the cheapest bread. Like, I mean,
Like when your mama took you camping, right?
Yeah.
It's like, here's some tomatoes, some white bread,
yeah.
some meat.
I mean, you can make
lettuce.
six. You can make
Let's
6
go.
sandwiches out of what you got. No. Get like the thinly sliced bread there. You know, like for $1. You know.
Sandwich bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She can actually get like baked sandwich bread for about $1 too, just out of the bakery section.
Yeah, you
Like,
can do
it's
that,
Very
yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Real quick into the chat right now, Dead Man. I just want to assuage the feelings of Hurricane Pero, buddy. I know that's not what you meant. I was just making a joke. You know we're boys. I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings.
I don't
And
think
Dan,
I don't
Dan,
think he was offended.
well, he sounded like he thought I was trying to rip on him, so I just want
Okay.
to make sure he knows we're cool. And then Dan, the kitchen man, on one of his many alls, was asking if that is in fact Tropical Heat / the NoFap Gamer. And yes, Daninsky.
Yeah, we got a
you are
celebrity
correct.
here.
Yes. Absolutely no fat gamer. Yep.
And CEE says that you can tell Grace does not drink water, and I would have to say I concur. I concur
Yeah.
with that.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if she goes back to the chips.
Y'all ever had a bulky roll? Locals no. Hearty white bread.
Okay.
Sorry. All right, now what? Oh, we got a baguette too. Ooh, 99 cents. Thank you, Damius. That was very nice of you to do. I don't care if Rini can't use them in other chat sets. I don't.
She actually passed up all the chips? Are you kidding me? Wow, I'm surprised.
I'm a little surprised, but I think she's kind of starting to realize how much her stupid produce that she's never going to eat is like going to cost. So, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe.
I know you guys. I know you guys were saying Grace doesn't care about the money thing before, but I think that between the two of them, because Ben's spending problem is so problematic, I think she is kind of the one who, if he's not there, tends to like.
Yeah, I know.
Apples were on sale and shit. Like he was trying to save money.
Apples are on sale and it's summertime. Yeah, okay. So it's just like she's gonna go back to the RV, right, with all this stuff, and Ben's going to throw the bag of groceries at her and be like, "Where's my fucking chips?" She's like, "Oh, I totally didn't think we needed them because I'm getting fat," and he's gonna be like, "Good." That's just the way it goes, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My 2 cents.
They're willing to take your 2 cents. They can use every penny they get.
I will never give them money in my entire fucking life. So no way. No, I won't even watch them on Kick for views, so they can eat a dick.
Unfortunately, good advice. They want nothing. They want nothing to do with. So you just wasted your time.
Yeah, that's true. right,
We
let's
all are trying to help these retards.
any way we can. Let's see what else she gets here.
Like, they're subscriber-only chats, emotes. Alright, this is the kind of food my dad hates, because I always get something like this. Like, chicken cutlet dinner, grab and go. I pound that shit. Ooh, this looks good, though. Wait. No, I'm not getting a salad. Pre-made salad. I mean, shit like this big barbecue kielbasa.
I'm not getting salad. I want some barbecue kielbasa.
Well, she gets the pre-made meals because they can't cook. They can just heat that up in the microwave. You know?
It's good to see him making some intelligent choices.
Yeah.
Whatever. He doesn't like it anymore, so we're not getting that. Oh, we're losing data. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to a different part of the store. All right, so we just really quickly. Oh no, it's coming back. Okay. We're gonna get some cheddar cheese. We'll get some milk. One of these. And let's see what else. Oh, yogurt. Yogurt would be good. Yogurt. Let's get some vanilla.
And I'm guessing that's just all for her. That part there, the yogurt, and though that milk that looks like that special milk that doesn't have the. Doesn't it? That looks like that special milk that's for those are lactose intolerant.
Lactose.
Yeah, the lactate or whatever.
Yogurt. That's my favorite when I was a kid. I love vanilla. Okay. Also, by the way, I'm at 500 calories for today, doing really well. Yesterday.
What? 500 calories?
500 calories.
It's like, what the fuck?
She's counting her calories here. But like,
how are you guys now?
But what kind of calories are we talking about too? You know, that's the other thing. It's like,
calories count where they come from, right? Like, absolutely.
Is it like mostly carbs? Like, what are we talking about? No?
That's like an anorexic amount of fucking calories. Even if you're eating the worst fucking kind, like,
well,
how are you still this fat?
Well, it's one
She's
day.
Not eating
it's one day.
She's not eating 500 calories a day.
Yeah, there's no way.
What's happening?
It's so
She's
far.
eating probably about 4 to 5, plus not drinking water.
Yeah.
Not getting enough vitamins and nutrients. Smoking like a chimney, and being tortured the whole time. So I think anyone would be fat under those circumstances, to be fair. So
no, yeah.
My opinion.
All right,
that is fair.
But she's retarded, so she can figure it out.
Yesterday was a bit of a fall off. I had 2,000, like, and 50. So a little bit of fall off, but everybody has bad days. You know, the days before then it was like 1,300.
2,000 is like a normal amount of calories to consume in a day.
500 cal is crazy. Well, I'm not saying that's all I'm going to eat today. Obviously, you guys know me. But
oh, okay. Well, there it is.
Yeah.
Got a little baby fat to get rid of.
She does not know how to count calories to begin with.
She just have baby.
Wait. The moment I step away, she shows her gunt.
Yes, it's a gunt.
All right, let me back up here.
Well, I'm not saying that's all I'm going
Did
to eat.
she call it baby fat?
Yeah.
Baby fat that she just developed. Yeah.
Bitch, you're fucking.
Got a little baby fat to get rid of.
Yeah, that's not baby. Well, maybe
22.
Fat.
Like she had a baby fat.
No. Bitch, we watched you get fat. So yeah.
Jingo, is that the leftover shawarma?
It looks like she's sucking it in. You know? That's what I see there.
He's definitely trying to, yeah.
Oh, that does look good.
Do you got Dingo on screen right? Do you got Dingo on screen right now?
I do.
Got some
like,
good shawarma.
He's the only one who has a camera.
God.
Like he's in the guest cam. Okay.
Traffic. No one gives a shit about what you're eating.
I do give a shit. No, Charlene, that was Snell. That was very mean.
You don't have to keep bouncing back. I think you called me.
Dingo does give a lot of updates about it.
Okay.
It can be a bit much.
I'm just wanting him to eat because he looks like a skeleton. So, you know.
He do be looking a little anorexic.
I'm glad he's eating.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Anyway, let's see what else happens here.
He got swarmed with buy one get one free last night. He had 2 of them, but then he
that's
couldn't
nice.
finish the second one. That's why I'm guessing this is the leftovers. In case you're not up to date on the lore,
Very
I saw
snag. Yeah.
I saw he was in your Discord recently, Dead Man. I don't know if he's been spamming all of his food thoughts, but
Oh my lord! Are you getting pulled into the tropic birth?
No,
Where he just
not
comes
yet.
in and says, "I'm making a milkshake."
No, I
You
don't
know
get
the
it. I don't get his
topic, right?
food stuff.
I was
He's welcome
asking
to do
this
that in
guy.
the Discord. Maybe
XP is ridiculously obsessed with me. He literally
Oh, is he? That's
every
cool because I can catch you up on some old lore with him if you want.
there's
If you're
a
obsessed with him.
there is a
Are you
food
in
channel
Ava's
on the
Discord,
Discord.
Snail?
You could play around in that.
Snail, are you in Ava's Discord?
Oh fuck no! Absolutely
Oh,
not.
You
What's
don't
that
like
for?
Ava? You don't like Ava?
No. No.
Oh, how come?
Nope.
Wait, what happened
What's
between
the
you and
Into
Ava?
it.
All right.
Ava and I have never liked each other. Like since
Wow.
day one.
Because she doesn't know quality,
Yeah.
right?
That's part of it, I would say.
Is she?
Yeah.
Do you think she's jealous of you?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we think about each other, honestly. So we just don't like each other. Never have.
Huh.
She's a treacherous little fucking horse snake. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
where I'm gonna leave it.
Okay.
She knows how I feel.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. Let's see if she gets any junk food in the cart here.
So, cheese and crackers with salami and honey. Thank me later. Yeah, but like on Triscuits, I don't really think that would work. I'm at the juice aisle. What's the daily average? Killer? No, bro. If I'm not tracking it, it's like
Yeah, she's gonna get a lot of juice, but no water.
Who buys juice if they don't have children? That's what I don't understand.
Right.
Who just buys juice unless they drink
Orange juice?
with
I mean,
juice mixers? Yeah, but even like as an adult, when do you really ever buy orange juice?
if I
Unless
know,
you've got kids.
okay, I'll buy orange juice if I know I'm gonna be hungover like the next morning.
Yo, I
It's-
drink
it's
my
awesome.
fair.
I drink my kids' juice boxes all the time. I don't know if
I mean, I've got all my kids' juice in there, but I never buy it for myself. It's weird.
You know,
like
yeah, I don't buy for myself, but like I crack out on juice boxes. Like,
Yeah.
it's so sugar.
Yeah,
It's
for-
so
you know,
much
for the
sugar.
kids, yeah.
It's insane.
Like that makes sense. I'm surprised she's not. I'm really surprised that she didn't get any of the chips at all. She's gonna go back. She has to go back.
well, she got the
She needs to go
crackers.
back.
Those are like healthy chips.
Yeah.
Sure, totally. Yeah.
it's like 2,500 easy. If I'm not trying to bust the house down, it's easily 13. I'm sorry, like 25.
If I'm not trying to slay bust the house
whenever we
down,
get dinner, I binge it.
A sleigh buff. What does she mean? What does she mean by that?
It's also said she binges. When she eats dinner, she binges it. And it's like, yeah, it's going to be a problem, buddy. This woman in dieting.
I mean,
Certain
so
nights.
one day she can go
Sorry.
like 500 calories maybe, and then the other days of the week she like binges like crazy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like 5,000. Yeah. Wonder why she looks puffy.
Yeah.
that sounds like a healthy way to live.
Yeah. The trick is to kind of keep
No.
it balanced every day. You
I
know?
don't think living in any condition that they're living in is healthy. So, I mean,
No.
let's be fair.
No, the way they're living, that would be like a challenge, you know, like a Mr. Beast challenge or something. Be like, you win so much money if you
Without
can
the
live
money,
like this.
without the turnaround.
Yeah.
Grace's health is not so bad that like she's clearly healthier than you, Dead Man. She's at least healthier than you. She's not that bad.
I mean okay. I'll have to say, I don't have an argument for that.
It's going to be a Grace since day one that she started coming around. So you
Yeah,
can't.
I don't think
argue it.
bullying Grace. Like she's a victim of serious abuse. Like we should be bullying Ben instead.
Yeah. Okay.
We should
Okay.
do both. I think we
Okay.
should bully both of them because there comes a time when you take responsibility for your own actions
True.
and
Yeah.
don't blame them on your daddy if you're a shit person.
Like,
I think bullying
It's time to grow up.
Grace.
It's time to grow up.
Bullying Grace plays into Ben's plans to try to keep her like, dehumanized.
Good.
And
You don't
She's
Whatever,
like
dude.
she's like
We
Ben's
tried-
lackey.
we tried
She's
for
Ben's little
so many
lackey that
years.
does what Ben
No,
wants her
you
to do.
didn't. No,
She has to
you
take
didn't.
responsibility.
Topic is being so disingenuous because he knows people tried to help Grace. So Tropic, shut
Yeah.
up. Like no one can help
I
her.
tried
at
to
this
help
point.
Grace, and you all
I
attacked me
know.
for that.
Oh yeah, that's what
The
happened.
one thing
Sure, bud.
the one thing I'll agree with no fap on is Grace is probably healthier than me, being that I'm 42 and have high blood pressure issues and stuff like that. Okay, but I don't have rashes on me. Okay, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know. All right, fair. All right, but when
You also
Lauren
don't
De
have
Laguna tried to help Grace and offered her place over, a ton of people said she was a snake and betraying Grace.
She was a
Like,
snake.
Everybody who tries to help Grace out gets attacked
Aside-
by the
That's
simps.
not true. That is not.
That's not true at all.
That is
People
not
gonna
true
attack
at all.
people,
She
Warren,
and Ben will
people gonna
attack
attack
you. That's
People
not
gonna
a
attack people.
attacking. So
There's a
Well,
lot
no
of
I know
fap.
you want to
Wait,
protect her, but it's time to give up, bud.
no fap.
Give up. Get
No fap. Were you attacked by the simps?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he was.
It was
so
literally called
attacked.
Simp Wars, like back then.
It was. It was. Yeah, it was.
Okay,
Like all the infighting, it's something Ben does intentionally to keep anyone from actually fucking Grace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Or
but
saving
there's
Grace.
Also, she has to take accountability, and I'm sick of blaming her abuse on her shitty fucking behavior to people.
Absolutely.
Excellent is Simp Wars.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here.
So it's the best on Triscuits. All right. I'll get some salami. I already have honey. I'll get some salami. Okay. Should we get a juice? What's a good juice? Pineapple, orange, guava. $5. Go for my salami on a cracker, slathered in honey. You bad. You're very bad. I told you not to talk dirty in the store.
Dude, she's so fucking crazy.
It's an indulgence. It's a luxury. Whatever. It's $5.
$5 is a luxury. Okay.
Daily recommended. What is the daily average for a person? Oh, what is the daily average for a person? What is the daily average? Oh, for like a
calories
for a woman my size, it would be. I mean, average for everybody's 2,000, but I think for somebody my size, probably be like 1,800, maybe
4,000.
It'd be the same time. 2,000, right?
She's definitely not on the lower end. She's on the upper end. I don't know why she would think. I don't know why she thinks she'd be lower. Like, you do not get that big eating less than 2,000 calories a day.
No, that's like a normal deficit for like a woman. Like,
oh my
size.
god, her face is so puffy.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying at the beginning.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
She could be puking or something.
Does it look like it's the right? Does it look like it's
It
a right?
looks like Ben is slapping her in the face.
Yeah, does it look like
that's
just
what
one
XP
cheek?
was saying earlier. XP was trying to say that maybe something was going on. I didn't really see it at first, but like it is very, very puffy right here.
This is one of many times where this has like happened, but like not right now. She looks all fucked up.
Listen, if she wasn't abusing her minor siblings, I would feel bad for her like 100,000%. But like until she stops abusing those poor children, she gets what she deserves.
Not abusing them right now. She's
not in this moment.
Not in this particular moment in this stream.
Not in this,
No.
Maybe a couple days ago. Like, shut up, Chop it. You fucking idiot.
Maybe later in the future. Maybe later in the future.
Or maybe last week she did a little abuse.
Every time she streams, she's raising money that she's stealing from them and humiliating them in public.
Absolutely. Yep.
Every time she streams, literally stealing money and humiliating.
Well, actually, think about it. Wait. XP. Since she's paying child support, the money she raises is actually going to them now.
Listen, if that is a thing now, if that is finally a thing now, I'm glad. But that doesn't change the fact that she's humiliating her family, and getting them bullied at school in the process.
Thank you.
And,
Yep.
and it doesn't change the fact that she has in the
Yeah,
past.
all of that is
He tries
Ben's
to
fault, not
isolate
Grace's.
them or make fun of them on screen,
Wait.
humiliate
No
them,
fap,
and
no fap.
send them back home.
No fap. Who said
Grace.
you need to find your
Grace.
dad's dick and suck it? Who said that?
Well, that was Ben's fault.
Oh, I thought Grace said that.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Clearly-
Ben's fault. Even though the worms control his brain, it's all Ben's fault. Not the worm.
He has zero
Not
accountability. So
All right. Let's see what else happens here.
17 Okay, so now we're in the bad aisle. But my dad is always bitching about how I don't have like anything sweet.
Oh, here we go. Let's get some.
there we go.
Let's get some Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids.
So maybe we'll get some cookies.
Cookies.
We got milk, right? So we can get Oreos. Oh man. See,
Oh, she's gonna buy sweets for Ben while
I
she's
should've
on
gone
a
further,
diet.
'cause
Typical.
$5.69 for this. is
Gotta
crazy.
get cookies.
I'll get the chips
Gotta
away.
get cookies.
Wait, all right.
That
Why would you
motherfucker
take
needs
oil
more
to Oreos?
Yeah, they
calories.
don't have
What's wrong with you?
They don't have like store brand cookies that would be like cheaper.
I think she's in one of those like really small stores where they only have like the really almost expired name brand stuff.
Oh.
Well, Ben
okay.
wants just
You know
like
what I'm
D-Dog,
saying?
high quality product. He wants name brand shit.
No,
cheap
I'll take
cookies for
the
Holly.
store brands. I'll take the store brand, the cheaper stuff, every day. Every day.
Well, you're not Hollywood Dead Man. You're just regular average Joe Dead Man.
That's
You're working
right.
class
I'm just
Dead Man.
in a shed streaming.
He is. He's the Chris Pratt we have at home.
Chris
Okay.
Fat. Chris Fat now. Okay.
Okay, can I say, I will say, I thought that was so funny that was getting mentioned. Me
Yeah.
and some of those guys were like laughing because we're like, we used to say, we have Chris Pratt at home. And that was you.
I know, right? That's what he used
We're
to call
like,
me.
people are bringing it back.
Yeah. Hey, things are coming back, man, in a good way.
I know. We'll see.
But
Start
I have like
working.
one more minute before my curfew, so I think we're gonna just so really
Swipe it.
as we wrap up this stream, what did we learn here today?
Poop worms control Ben's brain, so he's not responsible for anything he does.
Well, okay, hold on, XP. I thought we established that. Yeah, so he has poop worms that control his brain, but yet it's kind of about the same as like if I get drunk on vodka,
Okay.
I'm still
Yeah, I
responsible
forgot.
for
I know you're right.
putting the hole in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
Brain dead. He
You're right.
came on the stream just to follow me here and argue. He'll just argue with me endlessly. He's retarded.
Dead Man. How long have we known each other, Dead Man? How long have I been in your chat?
For a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, but I've known No Fat for a long time too. I think.
Oh yeah, but it's just in terms of he thinks I just followed him.
Oh,
I'm a
okay,
dead
I see-
man.
I see what you mean. If anything,
I'm
this
a
is
dead
kind of
man.
like this is
You're a
kind
deadhead?
this is kind of like a reunion.
Complain about.
We're just missing a few other
Thank you.
people like RZA, Shamu.
He's asleep.
I'm bummed out that Sino Range fucking popped up for a split second and then dipped out without saying anything. I thought he was going to contribute something.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's been around as long as y'all, but he was here when I got here.
Maybe one day,
He's over to me.
a sip will come back. I don't know. I think I said some things to piss him off, but
he does love you very
I've
much.
changed.
He was one of your very
I become-
first,
I be- I
your
became,
very first
trans-friendly.
fans. Yeah.
okay. Trans friendly, gay. In my chat, I'm friendly with everybody
Don't even,
Except
don't
for-
even start
except for furries.
with him. He's not even around, but
Okay.
he was one of your first fans. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was. So
I
we
think what we
learned.
learned today was that Ben and Grace never change.
Yeah,
They're
Ben
the
and Grace
same
never
thing,
change.
Year in, year out.
Yeah.
And I get bored, and then I just thought you're interesting, so that's why I came here. So.
All right.
Mm.
And we got a lot of interesting theories about the Thorps here during the stream, which yeah, and then apparently,
I have something. I have something to say. I don't think the situation was always hopeless. I think it was a failure of the community.
Oh my
because,
lord!
Snell, let him talk.
There was all fighting going on while Ben walked off with all of Courtney's money. Like Shalyn, particularly, she called Courtney a bad mother and asshole for like
She did.
6 hours.
Don't worry, Snell.
And-
You
like,
respond.
multiple times. Like
Weren't you
it's
just
it's
saying
lit-
weren't you just saying that people weren't hard enough on Courtney, that they should have been
Wait,
harder?
wait.
I was really hard on Courtney.
Let's not talk
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Let's not talk over.
It's-
So no
wait,
fap. You let us know.
yeah.
You let us know when you're done. Okay.
Okay.
Are you done? No fap.
it was literally Shalin's fault the first divorce failed. Done.
Okay. Now Snell, you're allowed to say something.
I've mentioned this to certain people and they laugh at it, and I was not the reason that the divorce failed at
Okay.
all. I
That's
did
what-
say mean, terrible things to Courtney multiple times, like
All right.
3-4 years ago.
That's what Snell's saying. Snell's saying she's not responsible.
No,
No fap is
I
saying
am
she
not
is responsible.
for that.
Okay. No, don't worry. No fap.
99%.
Don't worry. No fap. We heard what you said. We heard that you think Snell's responsible. She says she's not responsible. So it's gonna like he said, she said there. You know, I have no way to prove it.
Pretty much.
Do you have any way to prove it?
She had a critical moment, so it's
okay.
her fault.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take the blame. It is my fault that their divorce failed the first time. Absolutely.
Are you taking that blame?
It was my plan.
Are you
all
taking that
along.
blame because you want to, or because you're just trying to appease?
I just
She
Traffic
knows
keeps
I'm
bringing
right.
it up, and nobody else, including that person, even agrees with that.
Okay.
So at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
But
So
I'll take credit. I'll take credit for it.
Okay.
Why not?
all right.
Can I take credit for it? Can I
I'll
do
it.
that?
No, I get credit for it. Okay.
Yeah. Snow
Right?
gets
I
full
didn't.
credit.
I
We're
didn't.
not doing half credit here.
Okay. No
All
halfsies.
All right. Can I have the pairs at least?
No.
No.
I mean, they're
Big-
just
I'm
in the
taking it
phone.
all. I'm taking it all.
All right.
All
All right.
She actually made Courtney cry for like 6 hours. It was crazy.
All right, guys. So this was good. You guys could stay in the
This was
VC.
good.
I'm gonna leave the VC.
No,
you guys can
I've
say
got
whatever.
other stuff to do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
I'm gonna
wanted to
do
talk to you. So
All right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right.
I'll love to.
So yeah, this was good. All right, I disconnected from that. All right, so this was the first time really in a long time I used the VC like that. I thought it was pretty fun. It made things a little bit more interesting. It was not like how it normally is, where it's normally me just talking for a whole 3 hours, almost 4 hours here. I know it probably changed the dynamic, hopefully not too much, Mackenzie. But overall, I mean, I know you guys probably heard some crazy things, some wild things. At the end of it all, I mean, you make your own conclusion. Okay, if you heard anything that's wild here, you don't agree with, some weird theory, don't worry. You don't have to believe that. Okay. But I have no problem with having people come in and give their take on things. So anyway, I try to be kind of fair on that. Let's see. Who's all? So shout out to Hurricane Pyro, Mackenzie, Carter, Snell, and XP for hanging out and still being here when it's time for, closing time. With that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one.